The following is a special presentation from the WTNS Sports Department.
It's time for high school football right here on the sports voice of East Central Ohio, WTNS. Tonight's broadcast has Marlington taking on the Ridgewood Generals. Let's now go live to the football field at Ridgewood and to Jeremy Scott.
Presentation here at Ridgewood General Field. It is the Brown Diamond Jeremy Scott alongside the heir to the throne Chris Wallace getting ready to do business here between the 1-1 Marlington Dukes and the 2-0 Ridgewood Generals. Ridgewood got here by beating Coshocton pretty badly, as well as Riverview. Marlington beat Coventry, lost to Northwest. We'll have time to recap everything in terms of how we got here a little bit later on. Coming up though, it is Coach's Corner. We will do that next right here. High school football is on WTNS.
Let Domino's cook dinner for you. All day, every day, get a large 3-topping pizza, and now our handmade pan pizza with 3 toppings, 2 layers of cheese on a crispy golden crust for only $7.99. Carry out only. Don't miss out on this great limited time offer. Call us in Coshocton at 622-9345 or in Newcomerstown at 498-4131.
Christy Olinger of Olinger & Company Realty, your locally owned and operated boutique brokerage, is now open at her new location, 687 Hill Street in historic Roscoe Village. Local serving local, Christy loves selling real estate and will take care of you from start to finish. She has 19 years of experience to help you find the property you've always wanted. Call Christy Olinger of Olinger & Company Realty at 740-202-0150.
This guy has a mattress on the roof of his car. She's putting on makeup while she's driving. Turn signals, people.
It's not you, it's them. But your independent insurance agent has you covered. They'll help you choose the Grange Auto coverage you want for your unique needs. You can't choose who's on the road, but you can choose the right protection for the way they drive.
Call Albertson Insurance at 740-622-0572.
Policy and coverage not available in all states.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center has been proudly recognized as a 2021 Top 100 hospital in the nation by Fortune and IBM Watson Health. This distinction demonstrates our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care right here in Coshocton. With over 6,000 hospitals in the nation, we are proud of our employees and staff whose hard work and dedication to our patients made us a Top 100 hospital. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
The Dairy Hut on Main Street in West Lafayette has the area's best sandwiches and burgers, ice cream, and fried favorites. Stop by and try their delicious food like the Kraken Burger, 4 pounds in all. They have the best in cold treats and good eats, plus low discount prices. Don't wait in line. Call in your order at 545-7579 and use their convenient drive-thru to pick it up. That's 545-7579 to call in your order. The Dairy Hut is open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 8 and Sunday from 11 to 8.
This is the Mouse Man from RAM 5 Point Auto Sales, and we're rocking this season. We have a large selection of clean, newer vehicles to fit everyone's budget. If you drive by the 5 Point light and don't see what you're looking for, stop and let us know. We'll go find it for you. When you buy a car from RAM 5 Point, we take care of your vehicle for the life of the vehicle. We'll wash your car every 2 weeks for as long as you own it. At RAM 5 Point, 1102 Chestnut is where your driving dreams come true.
Coach's Corner is brought to you by the Inslee Insurance Agency. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, call 740-622-1111. That's the Inslee Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street, Coshocton.
The Inslee Agency is proud to be a part of this high school sports broadcast. We support the student athletes on the team and the students in all extracurricular activities. Hi, I'm Todd Inslee. In fact, your good student may qualify for discounted auto insurance rates. We can provide you with homeowners insurance and life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance. Insure both with us and save even more. For a no-obligation quote on auto, homeowners, or life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, call the Inslee Agency at 622-1111.
My guest on Coach's Corner, John Slusser, the head coach of the Ridgewood Generals. The Generals meet Marlington this week in a big football game. But before we discuss that, Coach, I was kind of interested to talk a little bit about Friday night's game against Riverview. Off to a little bit of a slow start, but that second quarter, you got things rolling.
You know, everybody has brought that up. It was 0-0 at the end of the first, and I give a lot of that credit to Riverview. But I will also say this, you know, we put together a nice drive. We didn't finish it. We had a chance. We dropped the ball. I thought it was a touchdown. We dropped the ball. It would have been a first down. So, you know, it wasn't like we were bad offensively. We just made some, you know, uncharacteristically bad mistakes that we don't usually make at that time. And, you know, defensively, I think I was more concerned than I was with the offense in the first quarter. We really struggled lining up to some things, and we didn't run to the ball very well to start off. And it wasn't a great start, but, you know, we fought through it, and we got out of there, and we're on to week 3.
All right, got through the county rivalries 2-0, but let's turn the page and talk a little bit about Marlington. They come in with a record of 1-1. They're a Division III high school team that has some pretty nice football players. Kind of talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, this is a game that we've been looking forward to since way back when. You know, obviously we don't want to overlook anyone, but we wanted to get through the first 2 to get to this one because it really felt like it was a game that would tell us where we're at a little bit, you know, push our kids a little bit. The bad thing about when you're pretty good is the kids who have, you know, put in a lot of time, and your older kids who have put in the most time over the 4 years, they don't get to play a whole lot. So I'm hoping for a good game Friday night, one that we can get all of our kids in and see, you know, how much we've grown since the summertime, you know, since we started the scrimmages and that. You know, I sometimes feel bad for our older kids who only get to play 1 or 2 quarters because, you know, the score gets a little out of hand. But this is a game we've wanted to play. We wanted to see how we matched up with them. Obviously, Marlington's really good. They got a really nice quarterback, some really good skill kids. We really think on the defensive side they're pretty good. You know, I think they're going to get us in some negative plays. They have some nice athletes over there. They're going to pressure us and blitz us. So it's a challenge, and we're looking forward to it.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the Ridgewood football team right now. In a game like this, are you going to do anything differently, or do you just want to keep building on what you've been working on the previous couple weeks?
Well, I mean, from a defensive standpoint, we switch up every week what we're seeing, and you know, we make small adjustments, but ultimately we return to our core and what we want to do. You know, it's just things off of it. I know on the offensive side, I know Chris, he puts in different things each week for teams, you know, things he thinks he can take advantage of. So, I mean, there's always a few wrinkles, but obviously we're still going to line up in a 4-2 box most of the time. And offensively, we're still going to snap the ball to Gabe and try to get it to our skill guys. Now, you know, how we go about that, you never know with Coach Cabot, but we'll figure out a way, and I'm sure we'll be okay at it.
All right, last question here for you is health of the ball club. I've heard through the grapevine that you might have some injury problems.
Well, listen, you know, injuries happen. You know, I've almost gotten to where it's become a little bit of a crutch, and I don't want to do that. You know, when it happened with Gabe last year, you know, everybody was so downtrodden. Now Dalton Patterson's out this week. He hurt his a lung last week against Riverview. So we're going to be without Dalton for a few weeks. Hopefully it's only 1 or 2, but, you know, it just gives other kids an opportunity. The only person I really feel bad for is Dalton. You know, I mean, he's put in a lot of hard work, and I hate to see seniors miss time when they put so much into the program. That's the part that bothers me. Now we will be getting Andy Troyer back this week, which is nice because, you know, Andy's another one that's put in a lot of time, and I hate to see him miss games. So, you know, one guy leaves, another one comes in. Unfortunately, that's high school football, college football, NFL football. People get hurt. If we're a good program and we're doing things right, then we shouldn't miss a beat, and we should go on and still play well. It shouldn't be an excuse for us.
All right, that's head coach John Slusser. Good luck here this evening.
Thank you, Coos. I appreciate it.
All right, we'll be back with the pregame. This is high school football on WTNS, Coshocton.
Coach's Corner has been brought to you by the Inslee Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street in Coshocton. Call the Inslee Insurance Agency at 740-622-1111 or go to insleeagency.com. HomeAutoMart.com.
In life, you get what you pay for, and you always look to save a little extra cash. But when it comes to your car, do you really want to cut corners? Or do you want to make sure, in the event of an accident, you get your vehicle fixed the right way? Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or stop by 622 Main Street in Coshocton.
Stop in this Saturday for Customer Appreciation Day at Village Motors in Millersburg. This is Deke Miller inviting you in for the free pancake and sausage breakfast, including Holmes County Fair Hog sausage served by the Millersburg Lions Club from 8 to 11 a.m. Classic and antique car show from 8 to 2 with all makes, models, and ages, along with live music and homemade ice cream. Plus, register to win special giveaway drawings throughout the day. And don't forget to test drive the new Ford Bronco. Bring your family and your friends to Customer Appreciation Day at Village Motors in Millersburg.
The kids are back to school and the fall sports season is underway, and that makes it the perfect time to visit Pearl Valley Cheese. That's right, cheese is great to pack in a lunchbox. It's the perfect snack for busy on-the-go kids and adults. And when you're looking for something special to take to a game or tailgate party, Toro bologna and cheese are always a big hit. At Pearl Valley, they offer over 25 different kinds of cheese, including their popular Swiss, pepper jack, mozzarella, Colby Longhorn, smoky cheddar, provolone, and American. Everybody loves cheese, especially Pearl Valley cheese. Visit them on State Route 93 or give them a call at 545-6002.
How many times have you wanted to look at a property and didn't know which realtor to call? You want somebody who's patient, understands your interests, and won't try to sell you something you don't want. Find that person in me, Carla Norris from HER Realtors Coshocton office. Give me a call today, 740-502-1881.
Warehouse Tech and Sign, the home of the legendary onion rings, would like to wish success to all area sports teams this year. The warehouse is the place to go before and after the game. The kitchen is open until 11 p.m. every Friday and Saturday night. The Lock is the place to go on weekends to watch the Buckeyes or your favorite NFL team with 7 TVs and a variety of food specials. Call 740-622-4001 or go to www.warehousesteakandsign.com.
Individual commitment to a group effort. That is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. Vince Lombardi. This is Brandon Smith from Liddy Scrapyard. Commitment is something we believe in. Commitment from our employees to our customers, schools, and community. This is why we are happy to support this high school football broadcast. For great service and current competitive pricing, give Liddy Scrapyard a call, 740-622-6220, or visit us on County Road 621, just behind ODOT at the west edge of Canal Louisville.
Back at Ridgewood High School, it's Jeremy Scott alongside Chris Wallace. Tonight's featured game, of course, the Marlington Dukes and the Ridgewood Generals. Some other local games of interest, though, that we're keeping our eyes on. Coshocton versus Maysville. Riverview, of course, was supposed to have played Crooksville. That had to be canceled, though. Riverview found an opponent in Meigs, so they're all the way down in Pomeroy, Ohio, down in Meigs County tonight. Newcomerstown takes on Conotton Valley tonight. Tri-Valley plays Jackson. A few other games of interest. Barnesville playing IVC's own Buckeye Trail. Philo taking on Fairbanks down in the Columbus area. Akron Bucktail against New Philly. Cambridge and Meadowbrook. Now, a little bit about that game. Cambridge with only 19 players healthy right now. Some COVID issues came into play there, so Cambridge only suiting up 19 players taking on an otherwise full-strength Meadowbrook Colts team. Elsewhere, East Canton plays Southern Local. Fairless plays Claymont. Sheridan at Logan. Caldwell at Strasburg. Garaway taking on Dalton. New Lex, John Glenn, Tusky Valley and Tuslaw. And Malvern and Waterloo also playing. Shenandoah and Racine Southern were supposed to have played tonight. There's another game that had to be canceled, though, because of COVID concerns. This just in, the Newcomerstown Conotton Valley game has been canceled. So, Chris Wallace, I don't know if you want to talk about this very quickly, but 3 games of local interest tonight had to be done away with because of COVID. Well, not done away with, but 2 had to be done away with because of COVID, and then another one severely depleted because of COVID.
Absolutely.
no stranger to the fact that this stuff is happening and games are getting canceled. So, week by week is kind of how we take things here, and yeah, you never know until right before the game. I mean, as you just saw, 39 minutes ago, Newcomerstown puts on their Facebook page that their game is canceled. So right up to the last minute, got to talk with a few of the Marlington coaches before the game, and mentioned that those concerns are how they're taking it as well, and week by week is the only way you can play. And I'd tell you, from our standpoint, we just want to get the whole season in, or as many games as we can.
So we're just enjoying this while we've got it, Chris. That's the only way I can put it. We're happy to be here tonight. We're happy to be doing this. There's really nowhere else we'd rather be on a Friday night than under the lights here in East Central Ohio, because, listen, fall in East Central Ohio means football season.
Certainly does here in Ridgewood, a great atmosphere for high school football, and I tell you, we're just excited to get this one underway, especially with the Marlington team we haven't seen very much of. I've never called a Marlington game, so just looking forward to seeing what a Division III school has to offer here at home at Ridgewood tonight.
And we will talk more about both the Marlington Dukes and the Ridgewood Generals coming up closer to kickoff, but we've got the national anthem to get to, and we will do that next right here on WTNS.
The national anthem is being brought to you by the Coshocton Driver Training School, offering driver's education and adult remedial classes in Coshocton, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, Dresden, and New Philadelphia, with private lessons available upon request. The Coshocton Driver Training School is proud to bring you the national anthem. Now available in 5 convenient locations, the Driver Training School supports local athletes fighting on the field and fighting for our country. To schedule an appointment at any of the 5 locations, call 740-552-1639.
See Appearance Supply Glass and Paint, your window tinting specialist for Johnson's Window Tinting for residential and vehicles. Johnson's window tints are designed for style, protection, and heat reduction, and they have a lifetime warranty. And right now at Appearance Supply Glass and Paint, you can save 10% on Johnson's window tinting. Remember Appearance Supply Glass and Paint for auto glass, including windshields, residential, and commercial glass, and they stock PPG automotive paint and supplies. That's Appearance Supply Glass and Paint, 115 Bridge Street, Coshocton.
Buckeye Beverage Barn in West Lafayette has carry-out salads, pizza, calzones, and their new wings. Place your orders at 545-9525. Buckeye Beverage Barn has the area's best selection of cold drinks and hot food with all the convenience of their drive-thru. See them for snacks, bagged ice, salads, and delicious pizza. Order yours tonight at 545-9525. Drive through and see them 7 days a week at the Buckeye Beverage Barn on Main Street in West Lafayette.
You need a new or newer vehicle? Hi, I'm Jeff Drennan, and we are here to help in both sales and service. At my dealerships in Coshocton and Zanesville, we work hard to get you the best car deal possible, including during the current conditions in the car industry. Or if you want to sell your vehicle and it has under 100,000 miles, just stop in and see us and let us make you an offer. Stop in today at Jeff Drennan's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Coshocton, Jeff Drennan Ford, or Jeff Drennan's GM Superstore in Zanesville. And always remember, when you're thinking of buying a new car, it's time to talk to Jeff.
The Inslee Agency is proud to be a part of this high school sports broadcast. We support the student-athletes on the team and the students in all extracurricular activities. Hi, I'm Todd Inslee. In fact, your good student may qualify for discounted auto insurance rates. We can provide you with homeowners insurance and life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance. Insure both with us and save even more. For a no-obligation quote on auto, homeowners, or life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, call the Inslee Agency at 622-1111.
Each McWane facility is active in its local community. Every year, McWane team members give back by donating their time and resources. At McWane, they believe in being a good corporate neighbor, as well as a good citizen, and that means supporting initiatives that will add value to their community. The McWane family of companies is committed to making a difference. They are proud to be a part of the Coshocton community and are pleased to bring you this program.
The Fisher Funeral Home in Warsaw is proud to sponsor this event as we support the families and individuals that have trusted us with their business through our 4 generations of service to the community. As the oldest family-owned and operated funeral home in Coshocton County, we understand the importance of supporting our youth and fostering pride in our community. Please call us anytime at 740-824-3515 for any of your pre-need or at-need funeral counseling needs. You can also visit our website at fisherfuneralhome.com. The Fisher Funeral Home, serving others as we would like to be served since 1937.
If you're a business or do-it-yourselfer looking for the best possible siding for your home or office, then stop by MRV Siding Supply. They offer the #1 rated panel on the market, Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia. Cedar Max provides outstanding performance inside and out with impact resistance, impervious to moisture, flame retardant, and noise reduction, giving you peace of mind. For Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia, call MRV Siding Supply at 800-524-7436. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
Otsego Carryout in Coshocton is the only stop for whatever you need. Check out their deli, meat and cheese, a freshly made grab-and-go sandwich, and a large selection of Walnut Creek favorites. Otsego Carryout has these new items: lemon, chocolate, and carrot cake rolls sold by the cake or piece, pasta salad, potato salad, Bob's famous homemade coleslaw, and the original chicken salad is back. Stop by Otsego Carryout today. If they don't have it, you don't need it.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, finances, insurance? Then let me, State Farm Agent Kyle Libby in Coshocton, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with me handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time for everything else. More money too. Because adding State Farm policies could mean earning discounts worth up to 40%. That's money I can put towards a college savings plan. Call me, State Farm Agent Kyle Libby, today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Hi, this is Christy from Huebner's Auto Care. Does your vehicle need brakes, shocks, struts, AC work, an oil change, tire rotation, or other mechanical work? If you want honest quality work at reasonable rates, come to Huebner's Auto Care. You can trust our experienced ASC certified technicians to always be upfront with you about what repairs you need or you don't need, and to do those repairs right. For reasonable rates and quality work, it's Huebner's Auto Care, 512 Chestnut Street in Coshocton beside the post office. Call us at 740-622-4587.
A full line of ag diesel, lubricants, and gasoline. You can't go wrong with the right fuel. Ridgewood won the toss and will be receiving, so we will start off with the Ridgewood offense. At the center position, a 5'10", 225-pound junior, number 63, Cohen Cabot. At a guard position, a 5'8", 272-pound senior, number 74, Gage Bates. At the other guard position, a 6'2", 245-pound senior, number 77, Colby Meslowski. At the tackle positions, a 6'4", 253-pound junior, number 72, Hunter Murphy. The other tackle, a 6'4", 225-pound senior, number 50, Caden Bradford. At the wide receiver positions, a 6', 167-pound senior, number 3, Alex Stroup. Another wide receiver, a 6'2", 170-pound senior, number 11, Chase Booth.
At the running back position, a 5'9", 172-pound junior, number 7, Xavier Lamnick. Another running back, a 5'9", 167-pound senior, number 4, Keegan Millender. And at your quarterback position, a 6 foot, 180-pound senior, number 2, Gabe Tingle. Now starting with the Marlington Dukes defense. At the defensive line position, a 5'10", 220-pound senior, Krayshawn Hicks. At the defensive back position, a 5'10", 165-pound sophomore, number 2, Bo Limmelheber. At the defensive back position, a 5'8", 150-pound sophomore, number 3, Tyler Knox. At the defensive back position, a 6 foot, 160-pound senior, number 7, Rome Sims. At the outside linebacker position, a 5'9", 155-pound senior, number 10, Luke Tortola. At the defensive back position, a 6 foot, 180-pound senior, number 11, Cooper Scarlett. At the outside linebacker position, a 6 foot, 165-pound junior, number 18, Grant Young. At the defensive line, a 6'3", 205-pound senior, number 22, Sam Dine. At the linebacker position, a 5'9", 200-pound senior, number 23, Danny Grimes. Another linebacker, a 5'9", 170-pound junior, number 28, Caden McFarland. And finally, on the defensive line, a 5'7", 220-pound senior, number 56, Lee Hall. The starting lineups have been brought to you by R.J. Wright & Sons, an industry leader in providing complete residential and commercial fuel needs. R.J. Wright & Sons has locations in New Comerstown, New Philadelphia, and Caldwell.
All right, thank you very much, Chris Wallace. It's Jeremy Scott and Chris Wallace back here at Ridgewood High School getting ready for this battle between the Marlington Dukes from the Eastern Buckeye Conference and the Ridgewood Generals from the Inter Valley Conference. First, Chris, let's talk a little bit about the Marlington Dukes. They are 1-1 on the year. They beat Coventry. They lost to Northwest. This is actually their first road trip of the season as well. So this is their big first test of the season in terms of home versus away. And you have head coach Mark Gulling. He's in his third year. They've actually returned 8 starters on offense and 8 starters on defense this year. The guys we're going to be watching, Chris, on offense, the senior quarterback, Connor Evanich, and then on defense, how about this for a tackling machine, the senior defensive lineman, Sam Dine. Week 1, Chris, he had 11 solo tackles, 4 tackles for a loss, and 2 of those tackles for loss were sacks. So this guy is a one-man wrecking crew.
Absolutely. Again, haven't seen him, so don't really know what to expect, but you hear stats like that, and, a little bit of a bigger school as well. That's pretty impressive stats, but I think that Ridgewood offensive line, very known for keeping Gabe Tingle protected, so I think that's going to be a pretty good battle here tonight. Looking forward to getting that one underway.
Yeah, keeping the jersey clean of Gabe Tingle is going to be a big deal. They're going to have to give him a lot of time to throw. One of the big reasons for that, Ridgewood is without their star receiver, Dalton Patterson, and that seems to be a long-term injury. You were talking about the starting lineups, and if somebody didn't know and they didn't hear Dalton's name, that is why. He is hurt, and it seems, again, to be a long-term deal.
Yes, Coos spoke about that in Coach's Corner with Coach Slusser, and Coach Slusser kind of made it sound like he might be back here in the next couple weeks, but kind of still unknown at this point. But, things, you never know with the injuries, but seeing Dalton Patterson down there on the sidelines, definitely, they have a lot of depth at the wide receiver position, but Dalton Patterson, definitely one of the best receivers the Generals have. Catches a lot of passes from Gabe Tingle. They kind of have a little thing going on where they just kind of know where each other are at, and they find each other very well. So a big loss for the Generals, but again, very deep at that position, so I'm sure somebody else will step up tonight.
And we talked about the fact that this is Marlington's first trip away from home, and this will be a big test for Ridgewood in the sense that they are a D5 school going up against a much bigger D3 school.
Absolutely, and Ridgewood no stranger to the playoffs and playing in big games, so I think this will be a good test, and I know they're excited watching them just kind of come out of the tunnel there. They look excited, and I think they're ready to play, and talking to the coaches in the summer, they were looking forward to this game, and just kind of they didn't know much about them. It'll be a good test and definitely something good for these Generals to kind of keep moving and see kind of a good test, see where they're at, at only week 3.
The Ridgewood Generals in their home orange jerseys, coached by John Slusser. This is his 17th year at the helm. Marlington, meanwhile, in their road whites. And again, head coach Mark Gulling in his 3rd year as the head man of the Marlington Dukes. Marlington, if you don't know, from the Alliance area, so this is a little bit of a trip for them, and we'll have to see if that road trip that they got to have from there to here pumped them up at all. And as they take the field, they will actually be kicking off because Ridgewood won the toss and they elected to take the ball. Tonight's opening kick is brought to you by Dean's Jewelry in Coshocton and Mount Vernon. At Dean's Jewelry, they believe your jewelry experience should be fun. So the ball is getting teed up there at the 40-yard line immediately to our right, and teeing up the ball is Caleb Carr, the senior, the 5'10", 160-pound kicker. And from what we were told by the Marlington folks before the game, he just returned this week. So Caleb Carr teeing things up. Back deep to receive for Ridgewood will be numbers 4 and 7, Keegan Millender and Xavier Lamnick, respectively, both of whom are seniors.
The first half of tonight's game is proudly being brought to you by Coshocton Recycling at the intersection of County Road 1A and Bridge Street.
I dig it. Carr looking over his guys. The run-up, and we are underway here at Ridgewood High School. Taking it and running it up. Take it to the 25 and to about the 30-yard line before he is gang tackled is Keegan Millender. And it's at the 30-yard line that Gabe Tingle will take over, 1st and 10. And I apologize. I said that was Millender. That was actually Xavier Lamnick on the receiving end of that kick.
I tell you, Ridgewood's jerseys wearing their orange jerseys, orange pants, black numerals. Marlington wearing white pants, white jerseys, and kind of black numerals in a different font, so kind of hard to read those, but we'll do the best we can.
Tingle in an empty set. He's got 3 wides to his right and then 2 to his left. Calls an audible. Everybody checks their wristband. Seems to be good to go. Tingle. Man in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Tingle keeps it, and he's going to take it around left end. He's got room to run up to the 40, and he's brought down by his face mask, and that is going to be a 15-yard penalty on top of what appeared to be about a 13-yard gain.
And I tell you, that was a hard face mask. That stopped Gabe Tingle right in his tracks and ripped his helmet right off, and Coach Slusser going to walk out there and want a little bit more than, I don't know if you can get any more than the 15, but that looked pretty aggressive there.
Yeah.
13-yard gain for.
Yeah, there was a 13-yard gain, so that is 13 up to the 43, and then you add 15 on top of that. So by my great radio math, that equals the 42-yard line on the positive side for the Ridgewood Generals.
Yeah, nice first play for the Generals, and sure hope Gabe Tingle's after that because that kind of rung his bell a little bit.
So they'll put it at the 43, and again, they go empty set. Have a banana bunch to the right. Tingle getting the play from Coach Slusser on the sideline. He's got the play, barking out the signals. Sends a man in motion. This time they're going to go with the jet sweep. And coming around right end and having room to run and getting up to the 30 and then out of bounds at the 28-yard line is Keegan Millender. And there's another flag on the play, so hold the phone. Let's check what that's about. And preliminary indication seems to be it's against Ridgewood, and it is. So wipe out that run by Millender that would have been a first down. They're going to be moving back 10 yards.
Absolutely. Coach Cabot kind of arguing his case down there, but with no luck. And nice run on the play, nice jet sweep there to Keegan Millender, and kind of turned the corner. He's got that speed. Once he turns that corner, you need to watch out. But
he puts the jet and jet sweep.
There you go. And but contained there, and fortunately backwards a few for the Generals.
So it's actually going to be 1st down and 8 now because that was a spot foul. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It's 12 yards up the field, so you do the math. So it's 1st and 8 now at the Marlington 40. Tingle gets the play again from the sideline, going with that empty set. They're going to stick with that. This time the banana bunch to the left. 2 receivers split out to the right. Tingle drops back, looking, and he's going to be brought down. No, he's going to escape not 1 but 2 sacks. Tingle looking for someone to throw to. He's going to roll back out. He's all the way back to his own 43-yard line trying to avoid another sack, and he does it there. Tingle, he's going to take it almost to midfield. Going deep, he's got a couple men down there, and it's going to be incomplete. Boy, what an exciting play for that kind of result.
I tell you, that's, unfortunately, incomplete pass, but that's just what Gabe Tingle does. He thinks on his feet. You know, it almost looked like he was down, almost went down, had to fix his face mask there in the middle of the play, and had 2 receivers pretty much open there. Kind of took a hit there at the end, but kind of tried to make something out of nothing.
Shades of 2004 Ben Roethlisberger, but it falls incomplete. So 2nd down and 8 now at the Marlington 40 is where Ridgewood has the ball. This time everybody split out wide. 3 to the left, 2 to the right for Tingle. Tingle, the 6-foot, 181-pound senior, awaits the snap. Sends a man in motion. A fake the jet sweep again, and Tingle keeps it up the middle, and he's going to get positive yardage up to about the 33, so we'll give Tingle 7 that time.
That was Krishawn Hicks on the stop for the Dukes, his first tackle of the ball game.
And that was good enough, they say, for a first down. So, move the chains. Up to the 33-yard line of Marlington. That is where Ridgewood will have this next set of downs. Tingle in the pistol this time. Man out to his right, 3 to the left. Gets the snap. There's a handoff, and taking it right up the gut and down to about the 27-yard line is Xavier Lamnick. And they'll give him a good 7 yards on that one.
Nice run by Lamnick. Danny Grimes on the stop for the Dukes.
Pick up a 7 yard, 2nd down, 3.
So 2nd down and 3 now at the Marlington 27. Pistol formation again for Tingle. He's got 2 to either side of him. And again, that man right behind him is Lamnick. Communicating the call to his receivers. This time he's going to move Lamnick into a sidecar position. Jet action now. And there's the handoff, taking it around right end, up to the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10, still on his feet to the 5, and all the way down to about the 3-yard line is Xander Stroup. And there is a flag down, so let's check that. Could there have been a face mask at the end of the play, which would put it at about the 1.5-yard line if there was such thing?
Yeah, Stroup still had those feet kind of rolling and chopping and still moving forward. We'll see what the call is here.
Dead ball, personal foul on Marlington. So indeed, they will put it at the 15. At the 1.5. It would be a 15-yard penalty, but being that that was at the 3, they mark it half the distance to the goal line. So there you go. And the stoppage in action now. Side judge is coming over to communicate something to Tingle. Okay.
Keegan Millender may not have a mouthpiece. He's looking like he's missing. Or they might have pointed at something on his pants there, and he can't find it.
We'll call it a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, maybe some blood or something.
All right, so this time Tingle is going to go under center. And he's going to send a man in jet, and he's going to take it up the gut himself, and Tingle is going to score from 1.5 out. 6-0. Ridgewood draws first blood.
Yeah, nice run by Gabe Tingle. They brought in that power formation where you got Colin Smith back there. I tell you, 5'11", 207-pound linebacker. Colin Smith in there, and normally they hand it right to him to do the honors there, but Gabe Tingle kept it himself right into the end zone.
And so, that Gabe Tingle 2-yard run is what they'll give him. Puts the first 6 on the board for either side. Ridgewood is going to line up and go for 2. And Tingle is going to go under center. Behind him, Colin Smith. And he doesn't like what he sees on that Marlington defense, so he calls a timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with him. With 9:10 left to play here in the first quarter, the score, the Generals 6, the Dukes nothing. You're listening to WTNS.
Petticord Rice Auction Realty is a full-service auction and real estate company. Whether on-site or online auctions, their auction staff handles every aspect of your auction, from setup to completion. And for real estate, they walk you through all the necessary steps of buying or selling your property. They would love the opportunity to serve you. For appointments and free consultations, call 740-622-3111 or visit their website. At Petticord Rice Auction Realty, they don't just list homes, they sell them.
High School, where the Ridgewood Generals just punched it in from 2 yards out via a Gabe Tingle run. He called timeout as they were about to go for two, and now they're back out onto the field. He's under center, and he's awaiting the snap. He gets the snap, and he hands it off and up the gut, and do they say in? Yes, they do. That's a two-point conversion for Colin Smith, the 5'11", 207-pound junior. And so, that two-point conversion makes it 8-0 in favor of the Ridgewood Generals. With 9:10 left to play in the first quarter, the score, Ridgewood 8, Marlington 0. You're listening to WTNS.
Individual commitment to a group effort. That is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. Vince Lombardi. This is Brandon Smith from Liddy Scrapyard. Commitment is something we believe in. Commitment from our employees to our customers, schools, and community. This is why we are happy to support this high school football broadcast. For great service and current competitive pricing, give Liddy Scrapyard a call, 740-622-6220, or visit us on County Road 621, just behind ODOT at the west edge of Canal Louisville.
If you are involved in an accident, you want your vehicle to be repaired quickly and correctly? I'm Stacy Rice, Office Manager of Coshocton Collision, where we put you, the customer, first. We complete your auto body repairs as promised, we guarantee our word, and we use the latest environmental friendly paint products from PPG. Whenever you are involved in a collision, come to Coshocton Collision Center, 225 Main Street in Town Center, Coshocton, across from Wilson's Carpet and Furniture, or call us at 623-7347.
High School, the score 8-0. Ridgewood just scored a touchdown, and they are about to kick this one off. It'll be Chase Booth teeing it up for the Generals, and a couple of men deep to receive for the Dukes. And there's the kick, and it's going to be a short one, taken at about the 21-yard line, taking it up to the 30, and then being brought down at that point will be Marlington, and
Carlisle on the return.
that was Carlisle on the return.
Looked like Cohen Booth on the stop for the Generals with a nice tackle.
Cohen Booth on the stop for the General.
And so, it'll be at the 30-yard line of Marlington that the Dukes will take over, as senior quarterback Connor Evanich will bring his squad out to try and answer that very efficient, might I add, Ridgewood drive that took up 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Oh, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And there's a quick screen pass that's blown up in the backfield. What a good play there.
Xavier Lamnick on the big tackle for the Generals. Kind of read that from the get-go, and nice form tackle and putting them there at 2nd and 11.
And so that's going to be a loss of 1 on that one. And that was to Himmelheber. So shotgun formation now. And there's a fake, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to be intercepted! Ridgewood has it, and being brought down at the 33-yard line is Keegan Millender. So Keegan Millender plays takeaway, and the Ridgewood Generals have the ball right back. Good pressure there on the part of the Generals as well, Chris.
I'd say excellent pressure. Didn't get a chance to see who that was, but he took the quarterback down. Keegan Millender, right spot, right time, and kind of a funny story. We had that remote at Baker's today. Keegan Millender in line to get Jerry Rice's autograph, and said he was going to have some goat fuel before the game, and he may just have done that.
Well, I tell you, if there's any more endorsement Mr. Rice needs, Keegan Millender just gave it to him.
Right here on the football field.
Absolutely so. The Ridgewood Generals will take over at the Marlington 33. It'll be 1st and 10 as Tingle comes out in the pistol formation. He's got trips to his right, 1 to his left, and he's going to move Lamnick into a sidecar position. There's the snap, and he's just going to keep it himself. Will Tingle. He avoids a tackler. He's got the first down, and he's got more than that, down to the 20, and he's brought down at the 19-yard line, and that's a gain of 14 for Gabe Tingle, the senior quarterback.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was a nice gain, and, Tingle had a nice route to get up a few more yards and run right out of bounds, and most quarterbacks would do just that, but Tingle kind of does a fake and keeps it right in the action and goes for a few more yards, and just a nice run by Gabe Tingle.
4 more than he needed, so it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 19 as the Ridgewood Generals once again enter the red zone. That's the second time in 4 minutes that they've been in the red zone of Marlington. So Tingle is once again going to move Millender into that sidecar position. Lamnick into the sidecar position. And he gets the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. He looks. He's got some time. He looks and he fires it, and it's behind his intended receiver. He was looking for Xander Straub, and he had him wide open, but he just threw it behind him.
Yeah, just a little bit behind him there. Had that been right on the numbers, he would have been going in for 6.
So that'll stop the clock at 7:43 left to play here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 10 at the Marlington 19. As Tingle lines up again in that pistol formation, he's got 2 to his left, 2 to his right. And Lamnick behind him. Now Lamnick to his side. Communicates the play. Gets the snap. Drops back. He's being rushed. He throws it. That's a middle screen. Taking it up and taking it down to the 5 and getting it into the end zone is Keegan Millender from 19 yards out. Tingle to Millender. It's 14-0. Ridgewood on top.
I tell you, that was a heck of a pass. A lot of pressure coming. Gabe Tingle saw the pressure, got a quick dump pass, didn't have the route he wanted, but found somebody right underneath as the pressure came, and Millender into the end zone. Nice run, nice pass, nice catch.
That's their first completed pass of the ball game, Chris, and it's 14-0.
Yeah, not a bad one there. That's one nice thing about Tingle is he reads the pressure. If the pressure's staying back, he'll run it. If the pressure's coming towards him, he'll just dump it off and find an open receiver. Nice vision by Gabe Tingle.
So Tingle's going to go under center again for this 2-point try. He hands it out behind him and right up the gut and in, just like before. Colin Smith, he does it again to make it 16-0. Ridgewood on top of Marlington with 7:36 left to play in the first quarter. It's the Generals 16, the Dukes nothing, right here on WTNS.
Hi, this is James from the Coshocton Coffee Connection. Whether you're heading to work or going back to school, start your day with us. Try one of our made-to-order breakfast sandwiches or our biscuits and gravy. On Mondays, all breakfast sandwiches are half off. Sweeten your day with our made-from-scratch cinnamon rolls, scones, muffins, or cream sticks. We open at 6 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Stop by the Coshocton Coffee Connection at 750 South 2nd Street in Coshocton.
If you own a farm, you know that a one-size-fits-all insurance policy isn't a smart way to do business. I'm John Iannello, your American National Insurance agent in Coshocton, Holmes, and surrounding counties. American National can provide you with a flexible farm package that allows you to customize a policy to match your individual needs. Call me at 740-295-9460 because while you know your business, we know how to help insure it.
Ridgewood High School, Booth has the ball teed up as the Generals just scored once again. The 2-point conversion worked once again at 16-0, and we are not even 4.5 minutes gone by here in this opening stanza. Taking the ball deep and taking it up and taking it to the right and going down at about the 28-yard line is Rome Sims, the senior receiver. 6 foot, 160 pounds.
That was Josiah Cahill on the stop for the Generals.
And so, the Dukes will try it again as they start at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 at that spot with 7.5 to go in the first. Evanich lines up in the shotgun. He's got a sidecar to his left. He's got one receiver split out wide to the right and then trips left. And it's a handoff. And taking it and getting minimal yardage is Marlington, and that particular Marlington player happens to be number 28, Caden McFarland.
That was a host of Generals on the stop there.
Jonas Paul was the first one there for the Generals.
And that's a gain of 1 for McFarland.
2nd down, 8.
Yeah, they're going to give him 2, so we'll make it 2nd down and 8. Again, that shotgun formation. As Evanich drops it back to pass, he finds his man, and immediately tackled is Wyatt Dillon. But let me tell you something. There was no yak on that one. No yards after the catch whatsoever because of that swarming Ridgewood defense.
And that was number 5, Xander Stroop on the stop for the Generals.
3rd down, 4.
And that'll be a gain of 4. So 3rd down and 4. Marlington. And it's almost going to be intercepted again. That went through 2 different Ridgewood players' hands, and then it hit the ground. And I tell you, Evanich is lucky because there was nothing but green turf in front of both of those defenders for Ridgewood who got their hands on that ball.
Yeah, Quincy Haynes, the first one to get his hands on the ball and kind of smacking himself in the helmet. Had he had that would had a wide open field as well, but not what the Dukes drew up.
Keegan Millender and Gabe Tingle back for the
So
Generals.
Tingle and Millender go back to receive this punt as it is 4th down and 4. And getting the ball away is Marlington, and it's going to hit, it's going to bounce, and it's going to be fielded. Taking it up to the 50, and then taking it to the 45, waiting for some blocks to develop is Tingle. Pretty nice little return there for the quarterback, Gabe Tingle, who's going to actually stay out there on the field because he's got some troops to lead into battle here.
I tell you, it always makes you nervous when your quarterback's the deep man to take one on a punt, but Tingle makes it look pretty easy and obviously stays healthy and, just a nice run. And I tell you, the field awareness, the vision on the field and where to run and when to kind of pause, great job by Tingle.
Absolutely. So 1st down and 10 at the Marlington 40. Again, Ridgewood starting in Marlington territory. This is the 2nd of 3rd possessions they've started on the plus side of the field. Pistol formation. 2 split to the left, 2 split to the right, and a sidecar. Tingle gets the snap, drops back. He looks. He's being rushed, and there's a screen that's dropped. And dropping that screen was Chase Booth. But I tell you what, it's probably just as well. He had a couple of different Marlington defenders converging upon him, so I'm not sure that was the worst drop in the world that he could have had.
Yeah, kind of had a host of Dukes over there, so not a bad call. When your family is ready to find a different home, call Jeff Eikenberry or Donna Smeek at Century 21 Court Square Realty. They are located at 404 Main Street in Coshocton. That phone number for Century 21 Court Square Realty is 740-622-3731.
So 2nd down and 10 at the 40-yard line of Marlington at 16-0. Ridgewood leads the Dukes, and they are knocking on the door for more. Tingle drops back to pass. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to throw it. He's got a man down there. Touchdown! Touchdown, Ridgewood! Keegan Millender from 40 yards out makes it 22-0. 2-point conversion pending.
I tell you, Gabe Tingle makes it look pretty easy out there, and him and Keegan Millender out there just finding everything, just the way they want it. Dalton Patterson out this week, and Keegan Millender doing a great job of stepping up this evening.
So that's from 40 yards out. He's got both of the receptions for the Ridgewood Generals, and both have been touchdowns. Now they're going to go ahead and kick the PAT. It is up, and it is good. That was Zach Starkey on that extra point. And so, with 5:49 to play, the Ridgewood Generals get it done again, this time via a long pass. Tingle to Millender. It worked. 23-0 is the score. Back with more here at Ridgewood on WTNS.
Need a venue for your next event? Call the Epicenter. With 1,500 square feet of space, there's plenty of room to host your affair. Situated in the epicenter of West Lafayette, at the corner of Main and Kirk Streets, it also has amenities for your graduation or birthday party, bridal or baby shower, community gathering, or work presentation. The Epicenter, 100 East Main Street, West Lafayette. Reserve the Epicenter to celebrate life's greatest moments and have an epic occasion. Call 740-502-5288.
This is the Mouse Man from RAM 5 Point Auto Sales, and we're rocking this season. We have a large selection of clean, newer vehicles to fit everyone's budget. If you drive by the 5 Point light and don't see what you're looking for, stop and let us know. We'll go find it for you. When you buy a car from RAM 5 Point, we take care of your vehicle for the life of the vehicle. We'll wash your car every 2 weeks for as long as you own it. At RAM 5 Point, 1102 Chestnut is where your driving dreams come true. We'll wash your car.
Back at Ridgewood High School, where the Generals just kicked off after that 40-yard touchdown pass tingled to Millender, and it was Cooper Scarlett who returned it up to the 29-yard line of Marlington. And so they've got a 71-yard field challenge in front of them here, Chris. And so far, it's been nothing doing for this Marlington offense.
It sure has, and I tell you, that was a nice tackle by A.J. Incarnato on the kickoff. Wide open field tackle, and nice job by the Generals.
So there's a lot of catching up to do. It's still early, though. We still have 5 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the first quarter as Marlington takes back over on offense. Little option pitch there, option pitch to the left, and getting positive yardage as there is a flag thrown, so we'll wait and see. But preliminarily, that was Luke Tortola who gained about 8 yards, but let's check the laundry. And it's a hold on Marlington, so cancel everything. They're moving backwards. I kind of thought that might have been what it was, Chris, because the way that the Marlington player was looking at the official, he's like, seriously, you talking to me? I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And anytime they do that, that's obvious sign of a mea culpa.
Yeah, we had 3 Generals on this side and 1 Marlington Duke, and kind of had to hold for the play to work, and unfortunately right in front of the official.
So they'll back it up 5 yards, and it'll be a 1st and 15 at the 23-yard line of Marlington. There's a rollout to the right, and getting immediately tackled. No catch, they say. Well, do they?
Well, he kind of did, kind of didn't.
So let's see what they say. Right now, they're more worried about him because he got hurt. That receiver did for Marlington.
On the stop for the Generals.
And slow to get up is that Marlington player. There's an injury timeout on the field. And we'll go ahead and we'll take it with them with 5:19 to play here in the first quarter. Injury timeout here at Ridgewood. It's the Generals 23, the Dukes nothing. Back with more here on WTNS.
Life is full of uncertainties. What happens to your assets after you pass away shouldn't be one of them. At Raymond James Financial Services, we offer a transfer on death agreement that allows your estate to be held in a brokerage account, so it avoids the probate process and goes directly to your heirs. To find out how to make things easier for your loved ones, call financial advisor Shane Pyle at 622-3110, located in Coshocton. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
Injury timeout. It was Rome Sims, the receiver, who got hurt. He is up, though. He's back on the Marlington sideline. Hey, the Warehouse Steak & Stein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and an order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of John Larson and the Warehouse Steak & Stein. So it's 2nd out and 7. They say that Sims did indeed catch that ball. So it's a gain of 3. That brings up 2nd down and 7, and there's a quick pass that's almost intercepted. Once again, it went through the hands of the intended receiver, Bo Himmelheber, and there were a couple of orange jerseys there, but none of them were quite able to corral it.
Yeah, that ball had a lot on it, and unfortunately went right through the receiver's hands and also through about 2 Generals' hands as well.
So 3rd down and 7. Chris, I'm going to say it. This is a very important play already.
Absolutely. Marlington currently 0 for 1 on 3rd down conversions. We'll see what they can do here.
Shotgun formation. Back to passes Evanich. He throws it, and they've got it up near the 40-yard line. That is a 1st down. That's Rome Sims, the player who got hurt just a little while ago, but he's right there at the sticks, and I do believe he has got that 1st down. Yes, he does.
Yeah, it was a real nice pass. I tell you what, quarterback from Marlington had a lot on that ball and a way to corral it in from the receiver.
All right, so that's Marlington's first down of the ball game. As they hurry up, they still have a lot of catching up to do, down 23-0. And there's a botched snap, and Evanich just tries to pitch it out, and they're going to say that's a forward pass, so incomplete. Heads-up play there by the senior quarterback, Evanich, to not only get that out of there, but to throw it forward, knowing that that would probably be incomplete. He's lucky he didn't have an orange jersey on that other side, but heads up because that stops the clock, that stops everything, and they just line it up again.
Yeah, he got it out of his hands, which was a smart move off the botched snap there, and yeah, unfortunately, we just kind of went out of bounds.
So 2nd down and 10 now. Still that shotgun formation as Evanich drops back to pass. He looks, he throws, and that will be complete up to about the 47-yard line. That is Cooper Scarlett on the catch, and he gains 7. So it'll be 3rd down and 3.
Alex Stroop on the tackle for the Generals, his 2nd tackle of the ball game.
Well, I'll tell you one thing for Marlington. Evanich is spreading the ball around. 4 different receivers have caught balls so far here in the first quarter.
I tell you, he does have a nice arm and puts a lot on it, and see what he can do here in this one.
3rd down and 3 at Marlington's own 47-yard line. Audible. Evanich getting the call from the sideline, and Coach Mark Gulling in his 3rd year at the helm. He's ready. Evanich gets the snap. Fakes the handoff, screen right, and stumbling and not getting the first down is Bo Himmelheber. He seemed to stumble as soon as he caught that ball, and then it was all Ridgewood from there.
Alex Stroop, all Alex Stroop from there, and what an open field tackle.
And that is a loss of 6 yards on that play, they're saying. So, that'll bring up 4th down and 9, and Ridgewood will have to punt this ball away. Back deep to receive for Ridgewood, Millender and Stroup, as Marlington counts the players on the field, gets the snap, and punts it. And then taking it to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, and up to the 40 before he is brought down is Xander Stroup. So pretty nice return there for the 6', 167-pound senior. There is laundry on the field, so let's check that penalty and see what that's all about.
Walter Bungard on the stop for the Dukes.
Yep, they picked up the flag, so everything stands as called. It'll be 1st down for the Generals at the 40-yard line.
10 from the 41-yard line.
Beautiful night here for football. Jeremy Scott alongside Chris Wallace here at Ridgewood. Don't forget, coming up next week, the WTNS Game of the Week, Morgan and Coshocton. We'll talk more about that, though, as this goes on because we're ready for action. A little bit of an off formation here. Lining up at quarterback is Josiah Cahill, and he gets the snap, and he hands it off, and Marlington was all over that. They were ready for that handoff to Xavier Lamnick. And that'll be a loss of about 2 on that play.
There's number 61, Tim Mayle on the stop for the Dukes.
So, back it up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 12 now at Ridgewood's own 39-yard line.
Kind of saw Gabe Tingle walk towards the locker room there, not in a big hurry, but kind of walked that way slowly, and so Josiah Cahill coming in at quarterback.
So Cahill remains in at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers split to his right, 2 to the left, and a sidecar. Cahill gets the snap. He looks, he throws. There's a left screen, and taking it up to the 50, to the 45, the 40, and all the way down to the 35-yard line is that receiver for Ridgewood, and that receiver is Caleb Schrock, the junior. And that right there is a gain of 26 yards.
And that was Bo Himmelheber on the stop for the Dukes.
So that's a 26-yard gain.
It's a nicely designed play.
Indeed. So another shotgun formation here. And that's jet action. It's jet sweep. And down to the 30, down to the 27-yard line, down to the 25-yard line as he keeps his feet moving. Is Keegan Millender, who just kept his feet moving and picked up another General's 1st down.
And Bo Himmelheber, the first Duke there with his 2nd tackle of the first quarter.
So, brings up another 1st down, and the Generals are on the march down to the 25 of Marlington. As Cahill remains in at quarterback. We're not sure of the status of Tingle right now. We'll keep you up to date if we hear anything. Right now, though, he's going to fake the jet sweep and take it up to the 20-yard line, and that's a good 5 yards for Josiah Cahill.
Danny Grimes on the stop for the Dukes, his 2nd tackle here in the first quarter.
Down 5.
Clock winds to 2:05 and counting here in this opening period at Ridgewood High School on this gorgeous early September night. Have the windows open. About a month from now, that might not be a luxury we're afforded. Pistol formation for Cahill. His sidecar is Lamnick. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Timeout. On Ridgewood's side. So, with 1:40 left to play in the first quarter, the score, the Generals 23, the Dukes nothing. You're listening to it right here on WTNS.
Welcome back, high school football fans. There is nothing like the sights and sounds of Friday night football under the lights. Here at Extreme Rental Purchase, we are your hometown team with all the MVP products. You'll be jumping off sides to relax on our many Ashley Furniture sofa loves and bedroom sets. Catch your fantasy team picks on one of our 65 to 82-inch LG TVs. Try stopping a blitz to the fridge with our full line of Crossley and Frigidaire appliances. Our All-Star team is here to help without hesitating so you can score your extreme touchdown savings. Extreme Rental Purchase, Downtown Plaza, Coshocton, and Worcester. Extremely gratifying, extremely satisfying.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center has been proudly recognized as a 2021 Top 100 Hospital in the nation by Fortune and IBM Watson Health. This distinction demonstrates our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care right here in Coshocton. With over 6,000 hospitals in the nation, we are proud of our employees and staff whose hard work and dedication to our patients made us a Top 100 hospital. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
Back at Ridgewood High School, where Josiah Cahill just kept it for 4 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 situation.
3rd down 2.
And Caden McFarland on the stop for the Dukes.
So, ball at the 17 of Marlington. We'll see what their short yardage game is like here. As Cahill will go under center. Behind him, he's got Colin Smith, the big mauler, who scored 2 two-point conversions so far. They hand it off to Smith, and Smith is going to get close to the first down yardage, and I believe he got it. He needed 2, he got 3, so mark it off. It's a 1st down for the Ridgewood Generals.
That puts Ridgewood 1 for 1, 3rd down conversions. And while we're waiting, we'll let you know that the Coshocton Coffee Connection wants to remind you that all drinks, all sizes, are half-priced every Wednesday. Have your favorite made hot, iced, or frozen. They open Monday through Saturday at 6 a.m. and are open Wednesdays until 5 p.m.
1st down and 10 at the 15 of Marlington. It's Cahill in the pistol, and he makes it a shotgun. And to his right is Lamnick. 2 receivers on either side. There's the snap. He's back to pass. He throws it. It's a little screen to the right that's not going to gain a whole lot. That was Molesky on the reception, and I think he may have gotten a yard if they want to be generous.
That was number 10, Luke Tortola, on the stop for the Dukes.
Yeah, they're going to give Molesky a 1-yard catch, and that is actually going to do it for the first quarter of play. It is Ridgewood 23, Marlington nothing. They'll switch sides of the field, and we'll be back with second quarter action right here on WTNS.
The first half of tonight's game is proudly being brought to you by Coshocton Recycling at the intersection of County Road 1A and Bridge Street.
Shopaholics and people who hate shopping have one thing in common. Neither likes to shop for insurance. At Grange Insurance, we get that. That's why we recommend buying through independent agents.
Let Albertson Lawrence do the shopping for you. They will look at a variety of insurance companies and recommend only the best ones. Companies like Grange, who offer great value and exceptional claims service. Call Albertson Lawrence today at 740-622-0572.
Products not available in all states.
The Coshocton Opportunity School has the highest graduation rate out of 86 similar programs in the state of Ohio and is rated as exceeds standards in all areas of graduation. They have a combined administrative experience of 55 years and combined teaching experience of 127 years. They offer a state-required core curriculum, a career-based instruction program, and several electives including art, life skills, parenting, and relationship building. Please call 740-622-3600 if you are interested in applying.
The first half of tonight's game is proudly being brought to you by Coshocton Recycling at the intersection of County Road 1A and Bridge Street.
23-0 the score as we start the second quarter of play here at Ridgewood High School. The Generals have the lead as Josiah Cahill drops back to pass. A dangerous looking screen, but it works. That's Tomoleski down to the 10, down to about the 7-yard line where he's body slammed out of bounds, and they're going to say it was a legal play. So just a hard tackle on Molesky.
Molesky complete.
And they're going to give him about 5 on that one, so make it 3rd down and 3 from the Marlington 7.
I believe that was number 2, Bo Hibbelheber on the tackle, his 3rd tackle of the ball game.
Hey, you got it.
One of these times.
So Cahill remains in at quarterback. Again, to recap, we saw Tingle go to the locker room. He didn't seem to be in any kind of hurry, didn't seem to be limping at all, but we'll keep you up to date if we see him back out there. For right now, though, it is Cahill who lines up under center. Jet motion, and taking it around left end on that jet sweep and getting close to the first down is Keegan Millender. Will they give it to him is the question.
Pick up a 4 yards.
Yes, they do. That is a 4-yard gain, and that is another Ridgewood first down.
That was Tyler Knox on the stop for the Dukes.
So that is another Ridgewood first down. They've got a good drive going here as they line up first down and goal from the 3. Under center is Cahill, and he hands it off, and taking it right up the middle and in is Colin Smith, the 5'11", 207-pound junior. And I tell you what, you and I could have scored with that kind of hole.
Yeah, a nice hole there, but Colin Smith is definitely the enforcer in there. A pretty big guy, and forced his way right into the end zone on that one.
And so Colin Smith, who has 2 two-point conversions so far, now adds 6 of his own, so he's accounted by my great radio math once again, and TV math, because we are on YouTube and Facebook, for 10 points.
Absolutely. Good job by Colin Smith here in the first half.
And lining up for the extra point and putting it up and in is Zach Starkey, who has his second PAT of this evening. And so, with 11:44 to play in the first half, the score, the Ridgewood Generals 30, the Marlington Dukes nothing, and you're listening to it right here on WTNS.
Pizza in downtown Plaza has a new Saturday special. Now, every Saturday, you can get a extra large 16-inch one-topping pizza for only $10.99. That's only $10.99 for an extra large one-topping pizza every Saturday. We have increased our delivery drivers to help you get your Carino's pizzas, subs, and salads even quicker. We have daily specials available for delivery, carry-out, and dine-in. You can order online at Carino'sPizzaCo.com or give us a call in Coshocton at 740-295-9611.
If you're a business or do-it-yourselfer looking for the best possible siding for your home or office, then stop by MRV Siding Supply. They offer the #1 rated panel on the market, Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia. Cedar Max provides outstanding performance inside and out with impact resistance, impervious to moisture, flame retardant, and noise reduction, giving you peace of mind. For Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia, call MRV Siding Supply at 800-524-7436. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
So far as the ball falls off the tee, and this gives us a chance to give you a couple of score updates. After one, it's Coshocton 14, Maysville 14. Elsewhere, Riverview 16, and they're being rude house guests because they're beating Meigs by 2 points at 16-14 down in Pomeroy. So the ball is teed back up, and we are ready for action here. The run-up and the boot. And this one is going to be a squib that goes out of bounds, and so that's going to be an illegal procedure.
Goes out of bounds, flag on the play.
So that's going to end up in good field position for the Marlington Dukes after that illegal procedure on the part of Ridgewood. Really one of the only mistakes Ridgewood has made here so far tonight, Chris.
Yeah, just a little bit of a squib kick. Kind of just didn't get a full foot on the ball, and out of bounds it goes, but yeah, it's been kind of going General's way here in the first half thus far.
So far, I will tell you, we have had a Gabe Tingle 2-yard run followed by a Colin Smith 2-point conversion, a Keegan Millender 19-yard catch and run with another Colin Smith 2-point rush, a 40-yard catch by Keegan Millender followed by a Zach Starkey PAT, and then Once again, Colin Smith with that 3-yard run we just saw moments ago, and that Zach Starkey PAT, and that is how we are at 30-0 in favor of Ridgewood. Ridgewood also with an interception. So back we come with Marlington on offense. It's senior quarterback Connor Evanich, who passes it to the left, and taking it and not getting any yardage after that is that receiver Cooper Scarlett.
That was Xavier Lamnick with the big stop for the Generals.
So no gain on that screen left.
No gain. Second down.
Makes it
10.
2nd down and 10 at the Marlington 35. Evanich again in that shotgun. Sidecar to his right. 2 receivers split out to either side. Back to pass. Throws it, and he's got his man, and that man is Rome Sims.
Sims on the reception.
And that'll be good for minimal yardage. We'll give him about 2 on that one.
Forced out of bounds by Keegan Millender with his first tackle of the half.
We'll give him 7 actually on that one, so 5 yards further than I had seen with my naked eye. So a 7-yard catch there by Sims. Rome Sims right now with 20 yards, and he leads all Marlington Dukes receivers. Shotgun formation again. Sidecar to the left, trips to the left, and there's a weird-looking snap, but it somehow works for the Dukes, who are going to pick up that first down. Good job there on the part of Evanich to get it out to his receiver, and that receiver is Luke Tortola.
That's good for a first down.
And he picks up 5. He needed 3.
Xavier Lamnick on the stop for the Generals.
So they're going to hurry up, are the Marlington Dukes. We're under 11 minutes to play, and they are down 30 here in this first half. Nickel look here on defense for Ridgewood, as back to pass is Evanich. He looks, he's going to go deep. He's got a man down there, and that's going to be a pass interference, I have to think, indeed. And that was, Chris, if you could ever think of a good pass interference call, that would be it.
It probably was, you know, and had he had the DB for Ridgewood turned around and maybe seen the ball, he probably could have got under it because there was a lot of air under it, but just kind of did the right thing, put his hands up, and just kind of kept running with it as he should, and unfortunately just a little bit of a bump there, and pass interference it is.
So that will be a mark-off of 15 yards.
Are you thinking about selling your home? With over $4.5 million of real estate sold this year, Samantha Lusk is ready to help you. Whatever your real estate needs are, Samantha Lusk can help. Call Samantha Lusk at Carol Goff & Associates Real Estate, 740-502-8291.
And that 15-yard pass interference penalty on the part of Ridgewood is going to put the ball on the plus side of the 50 for Marlington. They've got the ball 1st and 10 now at the Ridgewood 39-yard line. So they're moving. This is the best drive so far for the Marlington Dukes. And handing the ball and getting good yardage on that play is that running back, Luke Tortola. And he's going to pick up about 5.
Smith and Haynes on the stop for the Generals.
That was Colin Smith on the stop for the Generals.
5.
And that hurry-up offense continues here from Arlington. Rolling out to his right is Evanich. He throws it, and he completes it, and out of bounds is Bo Himmelheber.
Sims on the reception.
And that'll be a gain of about 2 yards. So
another 3rd down. Marlington currently 2 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. Official calls his time. Looks like we have an injured player.
So another injury timeout here at Ridgewood, and we'll take it with them with 10:03 left to play here in the first half. The score, the Generals 30, Marlington nothing. You're listening to it here on WTNS.
Do you need a new or newer vehicle? Hi, I'm Jeff Drennan, and we are here to help in both sales and service. At my dealerships in Coshocton and Zanesville, we work hard to get you the best car deal possible, including during the current conditions in the car industry. Or if you want to sell your vehicle and it has under 100,000 miles, just stop in and see us and let us make you an offer. Stop in today at Jeff Drennan's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Coshocton, Jeff Drennan Ford, or Jeff Drennan's GM Superstore in Zanesville. And always remember, when you're thinking of buying a new car, it's time to talk to Jeff.
Stop in to Coshocton Furniture for huge savings on Rushmore double-sided mattresses and foundations. A full-size double-sided mattress and foundation was $10.99 and is now only $675. The savings continue with the Rushmore Queen Set and also the Rushmore King Size double-sided mattress and foundation was $13.99 and is now only $975. Take advantage of these big savings now at Coshocton Furniture. Delivery is available as well as no interest financing. Coshocton Furniture, 341 Main Street, across from the courthouse.
Back at Ridgewood High School, injury timeout is over with. It seemed to be a Ridgewood player who was hurt. No, it was a Marlington player who was hurt, I'm sorry. I misspoke. And we'll
Third down 3.
see what we can get on that. Right now, though, the Dukes face a 3rd down and 3 from the Ridgewood 32. This is their best field position so far tonight, as Evanich gets an audible call from Coach Gulling on the Duke sideline. The lights have come on as dusk has started to settle in here at Ridgewood. Shotgun formation, high snap, he hands it off, and getting close to first down yardage, but not sure if he got all 3 that he needed is Luke Tortola. We'll see what the striped shirts have to say.
Pick up of 2.
And they're going to say it is a 2-yard gain when he needed 3, so 4th down and 1. Decision time for Coach Gulling.
I believe that was Colby Maslowski on the stop for the Generals.
And I have to think that they're going to go for it here. I mean, this is their best field position so far here tonight, by far. Ridgewood has held tough. Marlington is going to line up in shotgun formation, 4th down and 1 at the Ridgewood 30. So a lot riding on this play. Evanich lines up in the shotgun, and they're going to talk it over, will the Generals. So it's a timeout on the orange side. So the home team calls timeout. We'll take it with them. 9:24 left to play in the second quarter. 30-0 the score. Ridgewood leads Marlington. Back after this on WTNS.
The Dairy Hut on Main Street in West Lafayette has the area's best sandwiches and burgers, ice cream, and fried favorites. Stop by and try their delicious food like the Kraken Burger, 4 pounds in all. They have the best in cold treats and good eats, plus low discount prices. Don't wait in line. Call in your order at 545-7579 and use their convenient drive-thru to pick it up. That's 545-7579 to call in your order. The Dairy Hut is open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 8 and Sunday from 11 to 8.
4th down and 1 is what the Marlington Dukes are faced with. Down by 30 with 9:24 left to play here in the second quarter. It's Jeremy Scott and Chris Wallace. Evanich lines up in the shotgun on this 4th down and 1. Looks to the sideline, sees what the coaching staff has to say, communicates whatever he was told to his offensive lineman as he's in the shotgun. High snap. It's going to be an option pitch to the left, and getting the first down to about the 25-yard line is Luke Tortola. And he needed 1. He got about 5, so Marlington keeps the chains moving here in the second quarter.
Kind of hard to tell. Looked like maybe Colin Smith on the stop for the Generals.
So 1st down and 10 now at the Ridgewood 25. Evanich hands it off to Tortola. Tortola is going to be stood up at the line. He'll fall forward for about 2, and that's about it because of that stout Ridgewood front.
Like Colby Maslowski in there again with a stop, his second tackle here in the second quarter.
They're hurrying up are the Dukes, and that's understandable because they've got a lot of ground to make up, and time is, anytime you're down 30, time is not your friend.
Especially come the second half.
Trips right, out of the shotgun. Evanich passes it low and incomplete. And he was attempting to find Bo Himmelheber, but unable to do so was the senior quarterback. Hey, the Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and an order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of the Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. And so it's 3rd down and 8 from the Ridgewood 23. Marlington with the football, looking to get their first points on the board as Evanich is going to go yard to the end zone, and it's almost intercepted. Boy, Xander Straub had 2 hands on that ball, just unable to corral it. I'll tell you what, Chris, I think if Straub would have caught that, this place would have come unglued.
It may have, but not too bad of a drop there. He was kind of in the back of the end zone. Probably wouldn't have got too far, but I think he'd want that one back if it were him.
Well, I think he had room to get at least a foot down.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, he would tell you that he should have caught that. 4th down and 8. Clock stops at 8:22 here in the second quarter. Ball at the 23 of Ridgewood. Marlington needing to do something here as Evanich drops back to pass. He looks, he throws, and that's incomplete. Ball over on downs. The Ridgewood defense holds.
Yeah, nice job by the Ridgewood defense, and a pretty nice pass there, but great defense. It looked like by Alex Straub, and kind of got a hand there, and nice breakup.
So that drive, which started at the 35-yard line, 42 yards, ends up at no points. And the Ridgewood Generals will take over on offense at that point.
That is worth $398. The winner is red ticket 972642.
So if you're Ridgewood here, Chris, I have to think that Coach Slesser is going to be looking to run some clock here.
Yeah, with 8:18 left here in the second quarter, he'd probably, yep.
And that's exactly what they do. And Marlington had the same thought we did and the same thought Coach Slesser did, because not getting any yardage, as a matter of fact, losing a couple, is Lamnick.
Yep, and Tim Mail on the stop for the Dukes.
So 2nd down and 12 it will be with 8 minutes to play and winding. Ball at the Ridgewood 21 after that nice defensive stop. And that ball went over on downs. And so Cahill remains in at quarterback. He takes the shotgun snap, hands it off on the jet sweep, and getting positive yardage down to the 34 is Xavier Lamnick. And he gets 13. And that's a first down for Ridgewood.
Yeah, nice run by Lamnick, and trying to figure out who the tackle was.
On the tackle for the Dukes.
Yeah, Sam Dine on the tackle for Marlington.
Now, Sam Dine is one of the players we highlighted in our pregame, Chris. He was the one with 11 solo tackles in week 1 and 2 sacks, so he gets the job done. He's no stranger to wrapping up the ball carrier, but it is first down for Ridgewood at the 34 of their own 34. There's the snap to Cahill. He'll keep it himself, take it on the left side, and get about 5 yards down to the 39 where he's brought down.
Stop was made by Danny Grimes with his 3rd tackle here in the first half.
So 2nd out and middle distance it will be. Clock winds to 6:50, and it continues to move. Don't forget, coming up next Friday, we will have the Morgan Raiders and the Coshocton Redskins right here on WTNS in our game of the week. As the Generals come back out in the pistol. That turns into the shotgun. Lamnick is the sidecar to Cahill. Cahill drops back to pass. He looks to his left, he throws it, and knocked out of the hands. Very nice defensive play there on the part of Marlington. It looks like that Ridgewood player might be hurt. I do believe that Ridgewood player is Chase Booth.
Yeah, Max Heavner with a very nice breakup. Booth almost brought it down, but kind of right in there and got his hand in there between the arms and the ball, and a nice breakup by Marlington.
Just like the defensive backs coach teaches you.
Absolutely. Can't draw that one up any better.
3rd down and 5 from Ridgewood's own 39-yard line. 6:18 to play in the second quarter as Cahill lines up in the shotgun. He hands it off on the jet sweep, getting the first down and a whole lot more up to the 50, down to the 45, and getting hit a couple of times pretty hard is Keegan Millender, but not after a gain of about 19.
Excellent run by Keegan Millender. Stop on the play by Tyler Knox. Excellent run, though. Kind of had the sideline, went to the sideline, and then got a nice little cutback. Oh, flag on the play. I didn't see that one.
I didn't either. That was behind the play, and anytime that happens, it's usually an indication of offensive holding, but we'll wait for the official pronouncement. And the Ridgewood players are backing up, so I do believe that appears to be the case. We'll get the call here, though.
Yep, safe assumption.
Indeed, it is a hold on the home team. So wipe out that 19-yard run and that first down. It's coming back, and it's coming back quite a ways. So that play happened.
3rd down, 17.
That penalty happened behind the line, so it was 2 yards behind the line, then tack on 10, so that's a loss of 12. That's a 12-yard penalty there for Ridgewood. Not something Coach Slusser is going to be very happy about when they go into the film room this week. 3rd down and 17 from Ridgewood's own 29. Cahill in the shotgun. He'll drop back to pass. He'll look, he'll throw. And he's got a man down there catching it at the 50 and evading a couple of tacklers. And down to the 45 is Alex Straub.
Alex Straub!
He needed 17. He got about 26. First down, Ridgewood.
Did a great job, and nice run after the catch, too. Kind of kept those feet chopping, got a few extra yards. Wyatt Dillon, the sophomore, on the stop for the Dukes.
But Straub with that nice 20. We'll give him 25 yards on that at least. Makes it a first down. So, 25-yard reception. Cahill to Strout makes it a fresh set of downs for Ridgewood and handing it up the middle and getting positive yardage. Xavier Lamnick gets close to the first down. I think he might be a yard short, but still give him about a 9-yard gain there.
Pickup of 8 yards.
That was Danny Grimes on the stop for the Dukes, his 4th tackle here in the first half.
We are now under 6 minutes to play. And, of course, coming up at halftime, we'll review everything that happened, give you a few scores from around the area, and get you ready for the second half of this one here at Ridgewood. It's Jeremy Scott and Chris Wallace here at General Field. There's a long pass, and that's going to be in traffic, but caught! Oh, my! What a catch that was! Alex Straub, he had 2 men covering him. And what a good job by Cahill to thread that needle.
I tell you, that was double coverage. A very risky toss there, but kind of just fell right into his hands. Nice pass, nice catch.
They give him 26 on that one. What a nice catch there by Straub. First down and goal from the 9. Ridgewood's got it. There's that pistol formation. They'll stay in that formation as Cahill gets the snap. He'll keep it himself after the fake handoff, and that's a good job by the Marlington Dukes to be ready for that. And he's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, Sam Dine on the nice tackle. Couldn't tell if it was a sack behind the line of scrimmage or if he got past a little bit.
It won't go down as a sack because that was a planned run, but that'll be a tackle for a loss. Yeah, they're going to keep it at the 9, so they're not going to say that he lost anything. He just didn't gain anything. So mark it down as a 0-yard run for Josiah Cahill. Lines up in the shotgun with jet action. He'll throw it out to the left and evading one tackler, getting down to the 5 and being tackled at the 3-yard line is Andrew Straub.
Number 3, Tyler Knox on the tackle, his 3rd tackle here in the second quarter.
Cahill to Xander Strout.
And we'll give him a gain of 7.
Picks up 7 yards. Takes it down to the 2-yard line where it'll be 3rd and goal.
Clock winds to 4 minutes here in this first half. As Cahill comes back and lines up under center. The man in motion, he's going to keep it himself and drive it up the middle and finish the drive himself. A 2-yard run caps off that nice drive for the Ridgewood Generals, and Josiah Cahill punches it in from 2 yards out to make the score 36-0. Generals over the Dukes.
Nice job by Josiah Cahill, and just kind of kept those feet chopping right through the line and into the end zone he went.
And that Starkey kick is up and good. And that makes it 37-0. It's been all Ridgewood so far in this first half. 3:41 left to play in the first half. The score 37-0. Ridgewood over Marlington. Back after this here on WTNS.
Configuring the Bluetooth. Deciding who controls the music. Remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Visit me, Clint Pushcarriage, at the Jacobs Vanneman Agency in Coshocton, or give us a call at 740-622-1796.
Individual commitment to a group effort. That is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. Vince Lombardi. This is Brandon Smith from Liddy Scrapyard. Commitment is something we believe in. Commitment from our employees to our customers, schools, and community. This is why we are happy to support this high school football broadcast. For great service and current competitive pricing, give Liddy Scrapyard a call, 740-622-6220, or visit us on County Road 621, just behind ODOT at the west edge of Canal Louisville.
Back at Ridgewood High School, where the score is Ridgewood 37, Marlington 0, as Chase Booth gets ready to kick this ball off to the Dukes after that 2-yard plunge by Josiah Cahill to make this game 37-0. And this ball is going to bounce, and it's going to be muffed, and out of bounds is that Marlington receiver, and probably a good thing for him. He had a lot of orange jerseys converging upon him, so Bo Himmelheber got lucky there that he was that close to the sideline.
Yeah, there was a host of generals closing in fast, so made the right move there.
Yeah. Marlington will have a long way to go if they're going to punch this one in before the end of this stanza. They'll take over at the 17, so 83 yards from pay dirt are the Dukes.
Yeah, and if you're Marlington, getting into the end zone at least before halftime would be, a small victory here going into halftime with a score and able to maybe get something going here in the second half.
Coach Wallace, what are you saying to your players if you are Coach Gulling over there on that Marlington sideline?
Got to get in the end zone. Keep trying.
So in the shotgun comes Evanich, the senior quarterback. Connor Evanich drops back to pass. He will throw it, and he will have a man, and catching it and evading a tackler and getting down to the 35-yard line for a first down is that receiver, and that receiver is Cooper Scarlett.
Tortella on the carry, on the reception, Booth on the tackle. That's good enough for a first down to give the Dukes 1st and 10 from about
Chase Booth on the tackle for the Generals.
18-yard gain there on that catch for Cooper Scarlett. Hurry-up mode for the Dukes as Evanich lines up in the shotgun. He gets the snap, and there's a flag down. We'll check that laundry here in a little bit. First of all, we got to get through this play as Evanich will take it out of bounds, but let's wait and see the reason for this laundry.
Is that a sideline warning?
Yeah, I do believe you are right.
I saw the whole Ridgewood team kind of take a step back.
That's their first warning, they're saying. Second time it'll be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, so that play will stand. And it will stand as a 7-yard run for Evanich.
McCord out of bounds at the 42, where it'll be 2nd down and 3.
Evanich in the shotgun. He will try to escape the pocket. He will, and he won't! Behind the line, what a good job there on the part of Ridgewood. That defender, who Chris will give you the name of here in just a second, did a great job in keeping pursuit.
None other than Caden Bradford. First tackle I have here in the first half, but broken through the line, had a lot of good pursuit angles and a lot of good pressure on the quarterback here in the first half, and rewarded with a nice tackle, shoestring tackle on that play.
So he keeps that Evanich gain to just 1 as the clock winds to 2.5 minutes here in this first half. Trying to get out of bounds, and doing so is that Ridgewood defender. Almost a too many men penalty as there's a high snap. Evanich has some trouble with it. He looks and he throws it, and he's going to throw it to the popcorn vendor, and that'll stop the clock with 2 minutes 23 seconds left to play, but it makes it a 4th down and 4 from Marlington's own 41, and another decision here for Coach Gulling.
Yeah, kind of play we really kind of didn't start off well, and I kind of thought an intentional grounding should come there.
And they did.
It did.
So they'll mark that from where he threw it. And where are they going to say that he threw it from?
Boy, about the 28.
If that flag placement is right.
Down, so after marking the penalty off.
Let's see. I'm waiting for the yardstick to come out here.
Not much of a decision on this 4th down now.
For the Dukes.
After the penalty.
That is a 19-yard penalty there. Wow. So I think that, like you said, pretty much makes up the mind automatically for Coach Gulling. And so the Dukes will punt this one away. A lone man back to receive, and that lone man is Xander Straub, who takes it on a bounce to the 50, to the 45, down to the 40, down the sideline to the 35. He evades a tackler, and he's going to be gang tackled at about the 35-yard line. But a very nice return there for Straub of about 25 yards.
Absolutely. Nice return indeed, and found the out-of-bounds line, and pretty good field position here with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second quarter.
So the Generals will have another chance to add to their 37-point lead before these teams hit the showers and get their halftime pump-up speeches. So we talked about what we would say if we're Coach Gulling, and that didn't pan out. So on the other side, what do you say if you're Coach Slusser? What are you telling your guys?
Stay disciplined. You know, no dumb penalties, no unsportsmanlike conduct. You know, just kind of keep things rolling and keep chipping away.
Well, as they continue to chip away, it will remain Josiah Cahill at quarterback. Has a man in motion. He drops back. He's going to go long. He's got a man down there, and nice breakup, nice pass breakup there on the part of that Marlington Dukes defender who got a hand up there. And, boy, I tell you, would have been a very spectacular interception if he could have brought that other hand around.
Absolutely. Himmelheber with a nice breakup, and Ridgewood had a receiver open, just didn't get enough on the ball, and Himmelheber there to get a hand on the ball and break it up.
So that stops the clock at 2:07. Second down and 10 from the Marlington 34. Cahill in the pistol. 2 receivers to his left, 2 receivers to his right. Gets the snap. Hands the ball off. Getting positive yards to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and touchdown, Ridgewood! That is Xavier Lamneck.
I tell you, that was
from 34 yards out.
That was a heck of a run. A lot of escaping tackles there. Very elusive, and Lamneck.
There is a penalty flag, or was a penalty flag down, and
yeah, on the near sideline here.
What's going to be the call?
Ridgewood walking back.
Did I get excited for nothing? That is the question.
Oh. Coaching staff looking up here at the press box.
It is a hold and wipe out that 34-yard Lamneck run. Boy, that is a shame because that was exciting.
It was exciting and an excellent run. Very elusive in Lamneck and really just making something out of nothing, too.
Spot foul makes it 2nd down and 4.
So it'll be a spot foul that will put the ball at the 28-yard line and stops the clock at 1:32. Lamneck, you can guarantee, wants another crack at that.
I think he does.
Jet motion. And they will not hand it off. It'll be a keeper for Cahill, who will take it to the 20, to the 15, and he's horse-collared. And I tell you, that entire Ridgewood sideline wants a penalty, and Coach Slusser's having to be held back. We can see it from where we are. And I'll tell you, Chris, from where I sit right here, from where you sit, that looked like a horse collar from what I know about football.
Absolutely, and right in front of the official, too. And Ridgewood kind of upset about the call, but they thought at this point in the game, just, you know, with a minute 27 left, up 37-0, just maybe try to get one more in there and let that make up for the missed call.
But it is a 20-yard gain. I'm sorry, a 14-yard gain for Cahill. That ball was at the 28-yard line. So 14-yard run still makes it a first down for the Generals. As Cahill drops back, throws it long, and he will be short on the pass. However, a couple of flags fly, and I think this might be a PI, a DPI, as it were.
Yeah, Chase Booth doing a nice job trying to come back to the ball and just had a Marlington player right in front of him, kind of sold it a little bit, and pass interference it is.
So that would put the ball at the 7-yard line, a half-distance foul. If that is indeed the call, but let's wait for the official pronouncement. Pass interference on Marlington. So indeed, the ball will be placed at the 7.
First and goal from the 7.
And that will be a first and goal situation for the Generals. 2 receivers split out to either side out of this pistol formation. That's Cahill who's going to keep it himself. You could drive a Mack truck through that hole and put it in the end zone, as Josiah Cahill just did. 6 more for Ridgewood, makes it 43-0.
I tell you, an excellent run and a huge hole that is, and just a great quarterback keeper, and right into the end zone he goes. It's been all Ridgewood here in the first half.
Clock stops at 1:20, and the question's got to be asked, if you're on the Marlington side, do you take a couple of knees here and just go into the locker room and count your losses?
Yeah, not a bad play here, the way the Ridgewood Generals have been playing in the first half. And, yeah, you might want to get to the locker room and regroup after this.
Starkey will attempt this PAT. It's up. It all works. And so, with a minute 20 left to go in the first half, the score, Ridgewood 44, Marlington nothing. And you're listening to this Ridgewood party, as it were, right here on WTNS.
Looking for a new home, you deserve personal and professional service. Sheila Shingleton at Carol Goff & Associates is a qualified local realtor that will take care of your needs every step of the way. Sheila has the knowledge and experience to guide you whether you are buying or selling. If you are planning to buy, she can help you find your dream home. If you're selling real estate, she will help you with everything from pricing to marketing to putting up the sold sign. Call Sheila Shingleton from Carol Goff & Associates anytime at 740-610-5032 or stop by their local office at 404 North 2nd Street in Coshocton.
This is Randy Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. We've been feeding champion show animals since 1983, bringing you the best in supplements for your horses and livestock to help them look and perform their best. Whether in a show ring, pulling a plow, your buggy, or just pets in the field, they can look and feel their best with DAC.
Find a dealer near you at feeddac.com or call the office at 800-921-9121 and talk to Trapper Troyer for details. And always remember to feed DAC.
44-0 the score. Ridgewood on top of Marlington as Booth kicks it off, and it will be fielded at the 15, up to the 25 to the 30, and avoiding a tackler, and then not avoiding a tackler is Himmelheber, and I think that forward progress will put him at about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Incarnado on a big tackle on the kickoff for the Generals.
And that entire Ridgewood sideline is just pumped up. And they got to be careful. You made a very good point when we were talking about what Coach Slusser should say. They have to be very careful about taunting, because after that big hit, you could see that they were all kind of making their way over there towards Himmelheber, and I think they had to be backed up a little bit because you can easily get a taunting penalty.
Yeah, and no need for dumb penalties like that, especially when they're doing as well as they are, and the Ridgewood coaching staff doing a good job of making sure that situation's handled.
So Marlington comes out, first down and 10 at the 29-yard line of the Dukes. And they will attempt to do something with 74 seconds before halftime. Shotgun snap. Evanich rolls out to his left, has a man. That's Himmelheber, who gets it up to about the first down stick, and I think they're going to give him a first down at that spot. He needed 10, he got 10.
Millender and Landeck on the stop for the Generals.
And now they're going to say he's a yard short. It looked from our vantage point, of course, that's the far side of the field, but from where we're sitting, it looked like a first down, but it's only a gain of 9, so second down and 1 at that point. And that is a first down, and that will be Scarlett on that catch. And that'll stop the clock as he got out of bounds, so disciplined play there by him to get out of bounds as soon as he possibly could to preserve as much time as possible, because the Generals have no time, the Dukes, yeah, they still have all 3 of their timeouts. It's Ridgewood who's called all the timeouts. They have no timeouts left. Rolling out to his right is Evanich. He looks, he throws. He's got a couple of guys down there, and that'll be caught. Nice catch there. And again, that is Scarlett on that reception.
Pass to Scarlett complete. Timeout Dukes.
And that will be a gain of, let's do the great radio math here, 28 plus 1 is 29. So a gain of 29 on that play to Scarlett.
Yeah, nice play, and looks like Marlington's going to use one of their 3 timeouts here and see if they can get something going with the last 32 seconds of the quarter. So with that timeout, we'll be back after this. You're listening to High School Football on WTNS Coshocton.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center has been proudly recognized as a 2021 Top 100 hospital in the nation by Fortune and IBM Watson Health. This distinction demonstrates our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care right here in Coshocton. With over 6,000 hospitals in the nation, we are proud of our employees and staff whose hard work and dedication to our patients made us a Top 100 hospital. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
Ridgewood High School, the score, 44-0 with 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Ridgewood looking to defend their end zone here against Marlington, who is on the move. Back to passes, Evanich. Evanich, he will throw it, and that's a wounded duck that just kind of goes out of bounds. And they're going to call intentional grounding, and I don't know, Chris. I mean, he had a man down there. I'm not sure that I would have thrown that flag, but...
Yeah, pretty close call there. It looked like it almost went down to our sideline camera there. Andrew Wallace down there almost with the catch, but yeah, pretty close call on that one.
Well, that'll be a spot foul, and that'll be a 14-yard penalty because it was at the 22 and he threw it from the 36. So mark off 14 yards here for the Dukes.
When your family is ready to find a different home, call Christina Humphreys or Matthew Kovic at Century 21 Court Square Realty. They are located at 404 Main Street in Coshocton. That phone number for Century 21 Court Square Realty is 740-622-3731.
So second down and 25 from the Ridgewood 41. 26 seconds left after that intentional grounding penalty on Evanich, who's going to go deep. He's got a receiver down there, but a little too far over his head and out of bounds. He was looking for Ty Knox. First time we've called his name here tonight, but Knox was kind of running out of real estate there, and that'll bring up a third down and a quarter of the football field, 25 yards.
Absolutely nice defense by the Ridgewood secondary. Well covered.
Clock stops at 21 seconds. And, of course, Ridgewood won the opening toss, elected to receive, so Marlington will get the second half kickoff. But they would like to go into the locker room with some kind of momentum, but they're going to need at least 25 yards to get it. Third down and 25 at the Ridgewood 41. Evanich drops back to pass. Has a couple of guys in his face, and he gets rid of it, and it's off the hands of the intended receiver, Cooper Scarlett. Boy. If Scarlett catches that ball and pivots the right way, he's still running.
Absolutely. I tell you, and you know, quarterback Evanich has a heck of an arm, and he can get that ball down the field very quickly, and definitely a threat. And but just kind of dropped it, lost sight of it on that one.
Well, so far, he's done a good job of neutralizing that pass rush of Ridgewood. There have been a couple of times it's like he's got guys bearing down on him, and he still manages to scan his progressions and find the open man. But it is fourth down and 29 now from the 41. And there's a flag. That'll be a false start, so back it up 5 yards. It'll be fourth down and 34 from the 46.
Yeah, situation not getting any better for the Dukes, but as you mentioned, 16 seconds left. It'd be nice to punch one in here if you're Marlington.
Well, they need at least 34 yards for a first down. So they need to get to the 12-yard line. As Evanich is going to roll out to his left and try to get rid of it, and nobody even in the vicinity.
Forward pass incomplete. Generals will take over on downs.
Big stop for the Ridgewood defense there. Turnover on downs. 11 seconds left here in the second quarter, and I'd imagine we're taking a knee and heading into the halftime.
Well, a lot of numbers to crunch, and we will do that and have all those stats here during the halftime show, but let's see what Coach Slusser decides to do. He is going to take a knee, and that will be Josiah Cahill, who has remained in at quarterback for the majority of this first half. It's been all Generals here at home. The score is 44-0. Ridgewood has been all over Marlington. As I said, all kinds of numbers to crunch. We will crunch them and bring them to you during this halftime report. 44-0 the score. You're listening to it here on WTNS.
The first half of tonight's game is proudly being brought to you by Coshocton Recycling at the intersection of County Road 1A and Bridge Street.
Are you concerned about the economy, interest rates, or current market conditions? For timely information based on award-winning research, call Raymond James Financial Advisor Shane Pyle at 622-3110. Shane can discuss your specific needs and provide you with investment choices that make sense for you. Call Shane Pyle at 622-3110 in Coshocton for an appointment. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
In life, you get what you pay for, and you always look to save a little extra cash. But when it comes to your car, do you really want to cut corners? Or do you want to make sure, in the event of an accident, you get your vehicle fixed the right way? Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve when getting your vehicle fixed. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or stop by 622 Main Street in Coshocton. Keep your vehicle on the road with new tires or mechanical work from Shriver Tire Service. Shriver Tire offers new tires for passenger, truck, and farm vehicles, as well as light mechanical work. Custom wheels are now available, as well as financing. Shriver Tire is now an authorized dealer for Falcon Tires. For more information, stop by 2171 Otsego Avenue or give them a call at 622-6989. Otsego Carryout in Coshocton is the only stop for whatever you need. Check out their deli, meat and cheese, a freshly made grab-and-go sandwich, and a large selection of Walnut Creek favorites. Otsego Carryout has these new items: lemon, chocolate, and carrot cake rolls sold by the cake or piece, pasta salad, potato salad, Bob's famous homemade coleslaw, and the original chicken salad is back. Stop by Otsego Carryout today. If they don't have it, you don't need it.
Let Domino's cook dinner for you. All day, every day, get a large 3-topping pizza, and now our handmade pan pizza with 3 toppings, 2 layers of cheese on a crispy golden crust for only $7.99. Carry out only. Don't miss out on this great limited time offer. Call us in Coshocton at 622-9345 or in Newcomerstown at 498-4131.
Art Saylor here from Saylor Wealth Strategies. Most people assume they need a large amount of wealth to hire a financial advisor. Not true. I think outside the box to customize a plan for the individual. I also educate my clients along the way about how and why a plan can help and work for them. The key is to have a plan. If you'd like more information or to schedule a free consultation, call Saylor Wealth Strategies at 740-575-4782. We're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Saylor Wealth Strategies, LLC, and Cambridge are not affiliated.
Stop in this Saturday for Customer Appreciation Day at Village Motors in Millersburg. This is Deke Miller inviting you in for the free pancake and sausage breakfast, including Holmes County Fair Hog sausage served by the Millersburg Lions Club from 8 to 11 a.m. Classic and antique car show from 8 to 2 with all makes, models, and ages, along with live music and homemade ice cream. Plus, register to win special giveaway drawings throughout the day. And don't forget to test drive the new Ford Bronco. Bring your family and your friends to Customer Appreciation Day at Village Motors in Millersburg.
ITM Marketing has immediate openings for qualified individuals. They're looking to hire fun, upbeat, professional individuals for first shift inbound customer service. Requirements include excellent verbal and written communication skills, be proficient in computer, keyboarding, and window-based programs, have the ability to ensure professional customer service, and be able to work independently on task. Benefits include paid vacation, health insurance, and 401k. Base pay is $15 per hour. Please send resumes to hr@itmmarketing.com or apply online at itmmarketing.com.
Back here at Ridgewood High School, where the score is 44-0. The Generals have been all over the Marlington Dukes. Jeremy Scott alongside Chris Wallace. Hey, the first half highlights are brought to you by the family at Extreme Rental Purchase. Extremely gratifying and remarkably satisfying. The Ridgewood Generals open up the scoring with this run by Gabe Tingle. All right, so this time Tingle is going to go under center. And he's going to send a man in jet, and he's going to take it up the gut himself, and Tingle is going to score from 1.5 out. 6-0. Ridgewood draws first blood. The Colin Smith two-point conversion would work. That would make the score 8-0. After that, we had a Millender 19-yard catch and run, and again, a Colin Smith two-point conversion. That made it 16-0. And then there was this sweet catch by Mr. Keegan Millender. Knocking on the door for more. Tingle drops back to pass. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to throw it. He's got a man down there. Touchdown! Touchdown, Ridgewood! Keegan Millender from 40 yards out. A Zach Starkey PAT would make that score 23-0. After that, we had a Colin Smith 3-yard run, followed by a Zach Starkey PAT that made it 30-0. A Josiah Cahill 2-yard run after he took over at quarterback for Tingle, who went out with an apparent injury. That made it 37-0 after a Starkey kick. And then it was a Josiah Cahill 6-yard run, followed by a Starkey kick that made it 44-0. And that is where we stand here at the half. It's been all Ridgewood over Marlington, 44-0. The Extreme first half highlights have been brought to you by Extreme Rental Purchase, located in the Downtowner Plaza. We'll be back with first half stats and a whole lot more right here on WTNS.
Individual commitment to a group effort. That is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. Vince Lombardi. This is Brandon Smith from Liddy Scrapyard. Commitment is something we believe in. Commitment from our employees to our customers, schools, and community. This is why we are happy to support this high school football broadcast. For great service and current competitive pricing, give Liddy Scrapyard a call, 740-622-6220, or visit us on County Road 621, just behind ODOT at the west edge of Canal Louisville.
Life is full of uncertainties. What happens to your assets after you pass away shouldn't be one of them. At Raymond James Financial Services, we offer a transfer on death agreement that allows your estate to be held in a brokerage account, so it avoids the probate process and goes directly to your heirs. To find out how to make things easier for your loved ones, call financial advisor Shane Pyle at 622-3110, located in Coshocton. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
This is the Mouse Man from RAM 5 Point Auto Sales, and we're rocking this season. We have a large selection of clean, newer vehicles to fit everyone's budget. If you drive by the 5 Point light and don't see what you're looking for, stop and let us know. We'll go find it for you. When you buy a car from RAM 5 Point, we take care of your vehicle for the life of the vehicle. We'll wash your car every 2 weeks for as long as you own it. At RAM 5 Point, 1102 Chestnut is where your driving dreams come true.
Stop in to Amici's Pizza before or after the game for the area's best in homemade pizza, salads, subs, wings, and more. Amici's Pizza uses handmade dough made fresh every day. For all the flavor but less calories, try their cauliflower crust pizza or other items like spaghetti and meatballs or chicken Alfredo. Amici's Pizza delivers free to West Lafayette and surrounding areas. For big city taste at a small town price, it's Amici's Pizza, 740-545-1923.
Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home has been serving Coshocton area families for over 70 years. I'm Bill Given, and we are honored that so many of you have chosen Given Dawson Paisley. Our membership in Dignity Memorial Network allows us to offer services that no other funeral home can offer. Whether you are planning or in your time of need, Given Dawson Paisley Funeral Home would be honored to serve your family now and in the future.
Fall is almost here, and there is a lot to do and see at Shoemaker Farms. Stop by the farm on County Road 16 for all your fall decorating accessories like mums, pumpkins, gourds, and straw bales. Don't forget about Shoemaker Farms' delicious homemade cookies. Make plans to attend Shoemaker Farms Fall Harvest Days and Fun on the Farm every weekend in October from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Shoemaker Farms store is open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 6 and Sunday from 10 to 4.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center has been proudly recognized as a 2021 Top 100 hospital in the nation by Fortune and IBM Watson Health. This distinction demonstrates our ongoing commitment to patient-centered care right here in Coshocton. With over 6,000 hospitals in the nation, we are proud of our employees and staff whose hard work and dedication to our patients made us a Top 100 hospital. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
See Appearance Supply Glass and Paint, your window tinting specialist for Johnson's Window Tinting for residential and vehicles. Johnson's window tints are designed for style, protection, and heat reduction, and they have a lifetime warranty. And right now at Appearance Supply Glass and Paint, you can save 10% on Johnson's window tinting. Remember Appearance Supply Glass and Paint for auto glass, including windshields, residential, and commercial glass, and they stock PPG automotive paint and supplies. That's Appearance Supply Glass and Paint, 115 Bridge Street, Coshocton.
Got some halftime scores to pass along for you here, and a few of these scores are brought to you by Jeff Drennan Dealerships. Maysville is beating Coshocton at the half, 23-14. Jackson leads Tri-Valley at the half, 17-0. And Riverview over Meigs at the half, 40-14. Again, those scores brought to you by the Jeff Drennan Dealerships. A few more area scores. Buckeye Trail is beating Barnesville, 20-14 at the half. Cambridge over Meadowbrook at the half, 27-18. Fairless over Claymont, 30-0 at the half. Garraway 14, Dalton 0. John Glenn 27, New Lex 8 at the half. And Malvern leads Waterloo 24-8 at the half. New Philadelphia 23 to Akron Butchell, 23-0. Sandy Valley over Chippewa, 21-7 at the half. Sheridan 27 over Logan 0. And Tuslaw 33, Tusky Valley 0. Again, those are all halftime scores.
All right, thank you very much, Chris Wallace. Wow, that Cambridge score, I just have to say very quickly, surprises me. As we touched upon in the pregame, they have exactly 19 guys healthy for tonight. So you got a lot of guys playing two ways who might not normally play two ways. And again, this is because of some COVID protocols that is. Meanwhile, Meadowbrook is completely healthy, yet it's the Bobcats who are beating the Colts right now. So very interesting development there down in Guernsey County.
Absolutely. Again, that score, Cambridge 27, Meadowbrook 18 at the half. So as you mentioned, Jeremy, a nice feat there for the Bobcats.
All right, so let's look at some first half stats from our game. First, we'll go through the offense. Let's look first at the home Ridgewood Generals. On the receiving end, it's been Millender with 70, Alex Straub with 51, Schrock with 26, and Xander Straub with 7. Rushing, Tingle has 36, Cahill has 36, so both quarterbacks tying for 36 yards unofficially in that first half. Lamnick with 24, Alex Straub with 23, Smith with 6, Millender 4, and only 20 penalty yards total. And again, that's for Ridgewood as a team, and not just offensively. Meanwhile, Marlington's offense not as successful on the rushing side. You've got Tortola with 15, Evanich, the quarterback, with 13. In terms of receiving, Scarlett by a mile is leading everybody with 68 yards. Sims with 20. You've got Tortola with 5. Dillon and Himmelheber are tied with 4 yards apiece. 70 penalty yards in that first half on Marlington. 2 intentional grounding penalties on Evanich there towards the end of the first half. Really put the Dukes in a jam and in a bind. And that big drive that they had to try to put some points on the scoreboard before the teams hit the showers stalled, largely in part because of those penalties, Chris.
Absolutely. Penalties, kind of those mistakes you don't want to make, but Marlington had quite a few there in the first half. Ridgewood being pretty disciplined and not having a whole lot of penalties there, but definitely one thing you want to keep an eye on in the second half.
So what do things look like on the defensive side?
Absolutely. Defensively, for the Ridgewood Generals, leading the way with 4 tackles is number 7, Xavier Lamnick. With 3 tackles, we have Alex Straub. And with 2 tackles apiece, we have Colin Smith, AJ Incarnato, Keegan Millender, and Colby Meslowski. And with 1 tackle apiece, Caden Bradford, Jonas Paw, Josiah Cahill, Chase Booth, Xander Straub, and Cohen Booth. Now taking a look at the Marlington Dukes. Leading the way with 4 tackles, Danny Grimes. With 3 tackles apiece, Bo Himmelheber and Ty Knox. And with 2 tackles, we have Tim Mail. And with 1 tackle apiece, we have Wyatt Dillon, Krayshawn Hicks, Luke Tortola, Grant Young, and Caden McFarland. Third down conversions, Ridgewood is currently 2 for 3. Marlington is 2 for 8.
All right, so that's a big deal right there. The first down, I should say the third down conversions, 4 first downs, obviously. That is a huge stat. I think between that and the penalties, that is kind of the story of the first half. Also, one thing that we didn't touch upon, Ridgewood has 1 INT as well, to no takeaways for the other side.
Absolutely, and a few turnover on downs for Marlington. Ridgewood took advantage of those, and you just look at the attempts on third down conversions. Ridgewood with 3 and Marlington with 8. That kind of shows you that Ridgewood's really just kind of getting it done and getting the ball in the end zone and not really getting to the third down very often. So, some big stats there, and hard to tell what's going to happen here in the second half.
So I'm just thinking on the part of Ridgewood so far, what you want to do, coming out of the second half, your main objective, you're up 44 points, you want to avoid injury.
Absolutely. Avoiding injury, number one, in a game like this, and going to have that continuous clock starting the second half. So this second half is going to really fly by. So taking care of the ball and running the ball, no turnovers, and just pride yourself on those little things that you take moving on to the next week that you want to improve on.
Now, if you're on the Marlington side, you're kind of excited a little bit. As excited as you could be, down 44-0 going into the second half of a game. But you're excited about the fact that you do get the ball to start things off, so you could potentially set the tone and try to build a little momentum as the second half starts.
Absolutely. Taking small victories is what you want to do if you are Marlington. Getting the ball first, capitalizing on the first series would be definitely a goal of Marlington, and trying to get on the board and maybe get a little momentum going. You've seen that Ridgewood could put 44 points on the board in one half. Marlington could do the same thing, but definitely just want to get on the board and try to be consistent and just again get your guys moving in the right direction, and look forward to next week.
And if you are on the Ridgewood, or I should say the Marlington side, if you're in that locker room right now, if you're Coach Gulling, if you're one of Coach Gulling's assistants, how are you keeping things positive? How are you keeping things light? What are you doing to potentially keep these guys from being totally demoralized?
Absolutely. I think one of the things is just keep your head up. Keep positive. Like I said, if Ridgewood could score 44 points in a half, so can they. And I think you have to kind of let them know that this is obtainable, and they just need to stick with what they know. And the quarterback's got a great arm, and just get some receivers open and just complete a few of those passes. And you never know, once things start kind of falling, they could start rolling.
And cut down on the penalties. A lot of undisciplined ball there on the part of the Marlington Dukes in that first half.
Absolutely. Penalties, no excuse for penalties unless it's like a hold in the middle of the game. You're trying your best, but you accidentally get under the pads there. But no dumb penalties, none of the personal fouls, and try to avoid the
intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding if you can, absolutely. A big one there, and just try to find some receivers and try to make some complete passes.
And don't forget that Warehouse Steak & Stein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and an order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of the Warehouse Steak & Stein in beautiful Roscoe Village. And right now, Chris, there are a lot of candidates for that Player of the Game and that Warehouse gift certificate.
Absolutely, and definitely see what the second half brings. But a lot of explosiveness from the Ridgewood offense, and getting that interception and a couple turnovers on downs. That Ridgewood defense really causing a lot of these 3-and-outs and things like that for Marlington. So just stay consistent and see what this second half brings.
We will see what that second half brings. The score is 44-0. Ridgewood over Marlington. We'll be back with all the second half action from Ridgewood High School right here on WTNS.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent in Coshocton is Albertson Lawrence Agency. Get a quote at 740-622-0572.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
I'm Casey Newell from the Home Loan Savings Bank. As a community bank, we offer excellent mortgage rates with the personal service you need. We'll take the time to discuss all your options and get you a fast answer without having to call some out-of-state headquarters. Best of all, you'll be investing in your future and your community as well. We're an equal housing lender.
It's the kind of pride that you feel inside. We've got the hometown spirit.
The Home Loan Savings Bank is proud to sponsor the third quarter of tonight's game. The Home Loan Savings Bank offers a wide range of services, including their totally free 360-degree checking. Call 740-622-0444 to learn more.
School getting set for the second half kickoff here on WTNS. It is Jeremy Scott alongside Chris Wallace. And I tell you, we got to talk again about the sound system because they just fired up some Beastie Boys, and I'm pumped up. And I'm sitting up here. I can only imagine what it's down there on the turf.
Absolutely. I tell you, this Ridgewood environment, unlike not many like it around, and they really get things going. And I'm telling you, when you're down there, you're walking up the steps, you really can't even hear yourself think. They have those speakers going so loud, and great music selection. And one nice thing I like up here is before the game, they have some highlights of Tom Thompson calling some of the Ridgewood games, and that kind of gives you chills as well. So great environment. Looks like Josiah Cahill warming up for the Ridgewood quarterback down there on the sideline. So I think we're going to be seeing Josiah Cahill for the remainder of the game. And if we can get an update on Gabe Tingle, we will pass that along. But don't see him in uniform at this point, or at least out of the locker room again at this point.
And we have to be very careful when we're talking about a kid's health. I mean, let's face it. Yes, we look at these guys as football players, but they are student athletes, and they are kids. And we have to remember that, and we have to be sensitive to that. So we're not going to speculate. We're not going to pass along any willy-nilly report. It would have to come directly and officially from Ridgewood High School if we were to pass anything along of that nature.
Absolutely. So at this point, all we know is Josiah Cahill warming up. Looks like we started back with the 20-minute half times, which is kind of new, last year without having the band show. So 20-minute half times, and yet they're still giving them another 3 minutes to warm up. So we'll probably take a break and come back right after this with high school football on WTNS Coshocton.
Buckeye Beverage Barn in West Lafayette has carry-out salads, pizza, calzones, and their new wings. Place your orders at 545-9525. Buckeye Beverage Barn has the area's best selection of cold drinks and hot food with all the convenience of their drive-thru. See them for snacks, bagged ice, salads, and delicious pizza. Order yours tonight at 545-9525. Drive through and see them 7 days a week at the Buckeye Beverage Barn on Main Street in West Lafayette.
Petticord Rice Auction Realty is a full-service auction and real estate company. Whether on-site or online auctions, their auction staff handles every aspect of your auction, from setup to completion. And for real estate, they walk you through all the necessary steps of buying or selling your property. They would love the opportunity to serve you. For appointments and free consultations, call 740-622-3111 or visit their website. At Petticord Rice Auction Realty, they don't just list homes, they sell them.
Did you know Wits of Coshocton has lunch specials for under $5? Enjoy a delicious foot-long coney, bag of chips, and a 20-ounce drink for only $3.50. We also offer shredded chicken, barbecue pulled pork, or chicken salad sandwich for only $3 each. Check every Monday for the new weekly specials as well as the custard flavor of the week. Wits Frozen Custard is open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 7, and Sunday, 12 to 7.
Back here at Ridgewood High School. And Queen is rocking on the sound system, and why wouldn't it be? We will rock you. That's exactly what the Ridgewood Generals did that entire first half. They lead at 44-0 and get ready to kick off to the visiting Marlington Dukes from Alliance, Ohio. Really quickly, just because we like to talk about little factoids like this, a notable alumnus of Marlington, DeMonte Thomas, formerly of the Denver Broncos, who went to school at the University of Michigan.
I was unaware.
There you go.
And if you don't know, now you know.
The more you know. All right, so with that being the case, we take our seats again and settle in for more Friday Night Lights here in West Lafayette, Ohio, on this very temperate September night.
Yeah, looks like 64 degrees to be exact.
And the run-up in the boot, and it's fielded at the 20. And up to the 35 and to the 40, and getting all the way down to about the 47-yard line is that Marlington returner. And that Marlington returner, as they untangle the pile, is number 10, Luke Tortola. So it's at the 47 of Marlington that the Dukes will have the ball, first down and 10 with that running clock. Because of the domination in that first half, I'm just going to call it what it was. It was complete domination by the Ridgewood Generals.
And Cohen Booth with his second tackle on kickoff returns here tonight. Nice big tackle by Cohen Booth.
Connor Evanich, the senior quarterback, lines up in the shotgun. He'll hand it off, and not getting too much is that running back because of that stifling defensive line of the Ridgewood Generals. A lot of people there to account for as they untangle the pile once again, and we try to see who that running back was. I think that may have been Tortola again, number 10. And that is, they're going to give him a generous yard. So make it
second down, 11.
Second down and 9 at that point.
I believe that was Quincy Haynes on the stop for the Generals.
Back to pass is Evanich. He throws it, and it's going to be intercepted and dropped. Oh, my goodness. You talk about having two hands on the football. Quincy Haynes could have made this place in an absolute bedlam.
Absolutely an uproar, and that was his second two-hand on the ball, close to interception. Just couldn't gather it in, but very close and good hands and kind of right place, right time for Quincy Haynes.
So that stops, well, it doesn't stop the clock, excuse me, but it does bring up a third down and 10. Evanich lines up in the shotgun, trips to his left, one to the right. Back to pass is Evanich. He throws, and it is caught, and that will be near first down yardage. Matter of fact, I think it is a first down. Good job there by Cooper Scarlett to come back to the ball and get two hands on it. That is what you call a hands catch, and that's exactly what the coaches want to see. And that moves the chains for the visiting Dukes.
And a nice tackle by Keegan Millender. But, you know, the Dukes coming out of halftime here have a little spark, I tell you, on that kickoff return, really firing it up, and they kind of have some new energy here in the second half.
Hurry up offense for Marlington. Trips to the right, one to the left in the shotgun. Back is Evanich. He fakes the handoff and he throws, and that will be a catch, and that'll be another first down for the Dukes. Getting up to the 29-yard line is that receiver, and that receiver is Bo Himmelheber for what appears to be a 12-yard gain.
Xander Stroud on the stop for the Generals. It's good for another Duke first down.
Xander Stroud on the tackle for the Generals.
As the Dukes once again do not huddle. In the shotgun is Evanich. High snap, he hands it off, and going to get a couple of yards is that running back, Luke Tortola.
Caden Bradford on the stop for the Generals.
Yeah, Caden Bradford with the big tackle for the Generals.
Yeah, 2-yard run makes it second down and 8 from the Ridgewood 27.
Second down 8.
Twins to either side in the shotgun again for Evanich as he drops back to pass. He looks, he fires, and that's going to be low and incomplete.
Towards pass,
and
incomplete.
On the coverage there was Alex Straub, and good job by him. He was all over that intended receiver, and that intended receiver was Cooper Scarlett, who in that first half led all receivers, meaning on either side, with 68 yards. And he's already added 11 so far. So Cooper Scarlett, in an otherwise dark game for the Dukes, is pushing that century mark on offense.
Absolutely.
Third down and 8 from the 27 of Ridgewood. Back to pass is Evanich. He throws it, and that will almost be intercepted once again. Good job there by that defender. And that defender is Caleb Schrock. Got two hands on it, knocked it away from the intended receiver. Brings up fourth down and 8 from the 27 with that clock continuing to run. 7.5 and winding. Again, that running clock, it amazes you just how time slips away anytime there is a running clock situation.
Certainly does. Almost 5 minutes gone here in the third quarter already.
So fourth down and 8. Couple of turnovers on down there in the first half for the Ridgewood defense. Can they force another? We're about to find out. As Evanich drops back, throws it, and completes it. Very nice job there on both the part of Evanich, the quarterback, and Scarlett, the receiver. because Evanich fired it in there where only Scarlett can get it. Scarlett got it, and he got a first down.
It was Alex Straup on the tackle for the Generals, but that was a very nice pass, and that ball had a lot on it and well brought in by Marlington.
Well, you commented on the first half. He's got a gun for an arm.
He certainly does.
As he gets the snap, and he hands it off to Tortola. Tortola is going to be dragged down and look more like a rugby scrum than a football tackle.
Yeah, kind of tackled by a host of Generals on the play.
No, we're not even going to try to attribute that to one.
Yep, the announcer giving it credit to 3 Generals.
Second down, 10.
So, second down and 10 from the 15 of Ridgewood. Marlington. Audibles. Evanich communicating with the visiting sideline. Clock winds to under 6 minutes, so we're more than halfway through this third quarter. Evanich is going to have a timeout called. I think that timeout may have come from the sideline. Something on that play and maybe the defensive alignment that Coach Gulling didn't like. So with that timeout, with 5:46 left to play in the third quarter, we'll go ahead and step aside. 44-0 the score. Ridgewood over Marlington. Back after this on WTNS.
I'm Malcolm. I'm a commercial cash management specialist, but I'm also a leader and a musician.
At Park National Bank, we're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. You get personal attention and direct access to a caring, compassionate banker who respects and responds to your needs and goals. Find Malcolm or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more. Member FDIC, parknationalbank.com.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local, independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit me, Clint Pushcarriage, at the Jacobs Vanneman Agency in Coshocton, or give us a call at 740-622-1796.
Or call us at 7.
Pass breakup on the attempt to Cooper Scarlett makes it third down and 10. 5 minutes, 10 seconds and winding in the third quarter. Marlington is back to pass. It's Evanich. He tries to avoid a sack, and I think that might be another intentional grounding. There was nobody in the area of that football when he threw it. He had a couple of orange shirts converging on him. Will the referee say that there was somebody in the area?
4th and 10.
He's conferring with the side judge, seeing what he saw. Are they going to throw the flag is the question.
Look like they want to, but they sure aren't. They pointed like
4th and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Well, you could have made a case. Remember that intentional grounding call in the first half that I kind of have an issue with? I would not have had an issue with that one because I did not see a eligible receiver within the area code of where that ball was thrown.
Now we got 4 officials there talking about it.
And by the way, I just want to give a quick shout out to the Ridgewood defense. We were aside on a break, but on that attempted pass to Cooper Scarlett that was incomplete, a couple of Ridgewood guys helped him up after that incomplete pass. So good sportsmanship on the part of the Generals, and a big shout out to that entire coaching staff for making sure that remains the case, even up 44-0.
Absolutely. Now we have all 5 officials talking about it. Now we're going to break the huddle here.
And they are going to say,
I guess nothing.
In the words of Wayne's World, game on.
There it is.
So 4th down and 10 from the 15 of Ridgewood. Evanich back to pass. He's got a couple of guys in his face. He'll throw it, and that'll be intercepted and dropped once again. Boy, Xander Straub had it, and he has his head in his hands, as he should, because I think that you probably could have gift-wrapped that ball to him.
Absolutely, and I think he wished he could have that one back as well as a few others, but takeover on down, so Generals with a little better field position than picking her off in the end zone, although he wished he could have that one back.
Hey, the Warehouse Steak & Stein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and an order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of John Larson and the Warehouse Steak & Stein in beautiful Roscoe Village. First down and 10 from the 15 of Ridgewood as the Generals take over after that turnover on downs. It remains at quarterback Josiah Cahill. Cahill, the 6', 168-pound junior who took over about midway through the first quarter for Gabe Tingle, who went to the locker room. Cahill gets a snap. There's a fumble, and that's picked up by Marlington. There is a flag on the play. Let's see why. Right now they're pointing towards the Dukes, who take over after that fumble. And I didn't see who received that handoff, but it did not look clean. Was that Incarnato?
I think it might have been, but he kind of, it almost looked like it was going to be an option and kind of almost took it back, and it bounced off his back a little bit and then bounced right into Marlington's hands. And so kind of an interesting play.
Well,
good field position for Marlington now.
They will take over at the Ridgewood 14.
On the 14. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third quarter.
So the clock will wind. However, it is first down and 10 from the 14 for the Marlington Dukes at the Ridgewood 14. High snap. They almost gave it right back to him. Instead, it's a complete pass. And being tackled on the play is that receiver, Luke Tortola, after a gain of about 4. Couple of Generals on the stop.
Yeah, a few new numbers in there. Looked like Blake Wells, defensive back for the Generals,
On the play by Wells and Spanger for the
on the tackle.
So, second down and 7 are the down and distance from the 11 of Ridgewood as Marlington takes the ball. And back to pass is Evanich. He looks, he throws, and it's off of one man's hands and into another man's hands, and they're going to say that he was down at the 1 yard line. What a nice concentration play there on the part of the Dukes. I'm trying to see who that was who caught that ball.
Yeah, that was just right place, right time.
That was Wyatt Dillon on the reception.
Yeah.
Great concentration, and I'll be honest with you, Chris, I'm not trying to second-guess these officials too much. I'm not sure his knee was down before that ball broke the plane.
Absolutely. It looked like he was pretty close to the end zone and just kind of, like I said, right place, right time. Really just happened to be there.
This will be a nice little momentum boost for the Dukes if they can punch it in, and they will be stood up at the 1. Good job there by the Ridgewood defense to
We got him marked down at the half-yard line.
gang tackle that running back, and that running back is
Second and goal from the half-yard line.
trying to tell. I think that may have been Caden McFarland.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So shotgun formation, second down and goal from the 1. There's another high snap, and into the end zone goes McFarland for that touchdown. And for the first time tonight, it is the Marlington Dukes on the board. They make it a 44-6 game.
While we're waiting for the extra point, when your family is ready to find a different home, call Stephanie Conrad or Anita Angelo at Century 21 Court Square Realty. They are located at 404 Main Street in Coshocton. That phone number for Century 21 Court Square Realty, 740-622-3731.
So on to try this PAT is Caleb Carr, making his season debut from what the Marlington coaches were saying before the game. Snap is down, kick is up, it all works. 44-7 the score with 1:32 to go in the third quarter. The score 44-7. Ridgewood still with a commanding lead over Marlington. We'll be back with more on WTNS.
Individual commitment to a group effort. That is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. Vince Lombardi. This is Brandon Smith from Liddy Scrapyard. Commitment is something we believe in. Commitment from our employees to our customers, schools, and community. This is why we are happy to support this high school football broadcast. For great service and current competitive pricing, give Liddy Scrapyard a call, 740-622-6220, or visit us on County Road 621, just behind ODOT at the west edge of Canal Louisville.
Colonial Sports and Courts has been Coshocton's go-to fitness center since 1982. If you've never been to Sports and Courts, stop by and see what they have to offer. You can take advantage of a membership or a daily rate to use all their amenities. Sports and Courts offers silver sneakers, which you can use as a free membership. They have enough free weights and machines to reach all your fitness goals, racquetball courts, indoor basketball court, pool table, massage chair, and rooms available to rent. Also, if you're a personal trainer or fitness instructor, Colonial Sports and Courts is looking for you. For more information, stop by 1101 Ferry Falls Drive or call 740-623-8382.
44-7 the score at Ridgewood High School as the Marlington Dukes get ready to kick this one off. Down by 37. It'll be Carr kicking, and a couple of guys deep, Millender and Lamnick. And this will be fielded at the 15, bring up to the 20, to the 25, up to the 30, and down at the 33-yard line is Lamnick. So it's at the 33-yard line of Ridgewood. But the Generals will take over, first down and 10 with 1:13 to play in the third.
Yeah, looks like kind of a host of different numbers coming in there. Some new numbers we haven't seen yet tonight, so looking to get some different guys some playing time tonight. And one of the things Coach Slusser talked about in Coach's Corner is, he wishes he could give everybody some playing time, and has that opportunity right now.
All right. So, is that a new quarterback? I do believe it is. I believe that's Mason Colvin now in at quarterback, and Colvin will hand it off up to the 45 and to the 50 and down to the 45-yard line. Very nice run there by Cohen Booth, the 5'10", 154-pound sophomore.
Down on the stop, Booth on the carry.
And that's a
Pick up a
gain.
24
That's
yards. That's good for a general.
21-yard there. 21-yard scamper on the part.
Daniel Dagger with the stop for the Dukes.
Of Booth. So first down and 10 at the 45 of Marlington. There's the jet handoff coming around left end, and getting a yard is Andy Troyer. He's a senior.
Andy Troyer on the carry. Pick up a 1, second
Number
down
24, Dominic Dunson, the sophomore, with the tackle for the Dukes.
And that'll be our final play of the third quarter. Boy, that went fast. The score, 44-7. Ridgewood still on top of Marlington, as it's been all game long. Fourth quarter action coming your way right here on WTNS.
Tonight's third quarter has been brought to you by the Home Loan Savings Bank with offices in Coshocton, West Lafayette, and Mount Vernon.
Don't let their name fool you. At Coshocton Brake and Supply, they do a whole lot more than just brakes. They do alignments and suspension work, offer engine diagnostics, oil changes and tune-ups, and air conditioning service. And don't forget about their free nationwide auto repair warranty. But it doesn't stop there. Coshocton Brake and Supply also offers new hydraulic hoses and fittings and hydraulic hose repairs. That's Coshocton Brake and Supply, located at 601 Walnut Street, or call them at 740-622-0595.
Claxon Custom Printing and Promotions is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Contact Casey Claxon or Judd Bone at claxonprinting.com for printed t-shirts, embroidery, and branded promotional products for your booster club or business.
We can also help your team set up an online fundraising store to sell your team apparel to fans across the country.
Visit claxonprinting.com or call 740-623-2145.
Coshocton Furniture is proud to sponsor the fourth quarter. Furniture galore and so much more at Coshocton Furniture, 341 Main Street.
A Cohen Booth 8-yard run starts off the fourth quarter here at Ridgewood to bring up third down and 1 from the Marlington 36. Jeremy Scott alongside Chris Wallace. 44-7 the score. It's been all Ridgewood all night long. Third down and 1. There's a fake jet handoff, and taking it up the middle himself will be that quarterback who came into the game just a little while ago, Mason Colvin, the sophomore, and he's got a first down.
And a host of new players in for the Marlington Dukes as well. Looked like Tyler Fincher on the stop for the Dukes.
So give Colvin 4 and move those chains. Don't forget the Warehouse Steak & Stein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger in order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of the Warehouse Steak & Stein. And Mr. Wallace, I got to say, we're going to have some talking to do about who that is.
Yes, we are going to have a big decision to make after this game.
And Coach Slusser wants to talk a few things over, so they call a timeout. Maybe it was to give us a chance to pay a few more bills with the score 44-7 and 10:20 left to play in the fourth quarter. You're listening to this game right here on WTNS.
You need a new or newer vehicle? Hi, I'm Jeff Drennan, and we are here to help in both sales and service. At my dealerships in Coshocton and Zanesville, we work hard to get you the best car deal possible, including during the current conditions in the car industry. Or if you want to sell your vehicle and it has under 100,000 miles, just stop in and see us and let us make you an offer. Stop in today at Jeff Drennan's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Coshocton, Jeff Drennan Ford, or Jeff Drennan's GM Superstore in Zanesville. And always remember, when you're thinking of buying a new car, it's time to talk to Jeff.
Welcome back to Ridgewood High School. Stop by Witt's Frozen Custard of Coshocton every Tuesday, where all scoops, all sizes of custard are half priced. While you're there, check out their selection of frozen custard cakes or call ahead to have one custom made with your favorite custard flavors.
Colvin drops back to pass on first down, and he was looking for his man Eli Straub, but good defense there on the part of Marlington. That'll bring up second down and 10.
You know, your first Ridgewood game here, and it seems like there's always a Straub out there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm over here. I'm keeping offensive stats, and I have to put an initial in front of each and every Straub I write down, and I'm getting writer's cramp just from that. So, second out and 10 from the 32. Ridgewood on offense. Colvin in at quarterback. We've seen three different quarterbacks tonight. We started off with Tingle, then we went to Cahill, and now it is, again, Colvin.
Colvin on the keeper.
And Colvin's converged upon on that keeper, and I do believe he is going to lose a yard. So we'll make that a -1 yard gain for Colvin. And that'll bring up a third down and 11. And don't forget, also coming up after the game, we will have the Extreme Rental Purchase second half highlights. As Colvin lines up in the shotgun, twin receivers to either side and a sidecar to his right as he drops back to pass. It's a screen to his left, and dropping that screen is that intended receiver, Landon Smith. And Smith had it in his breadbasket, just couldn't hang on to it. Maybe a little bit harder than he was anticipating.
Yeah, that ball had a little bit on it there, and a nice pass by Colvin, but just out of the reach.
And so, fourth down and 11. I have to imagine Coach Slusser is going to keep his offense out there and see what it can do. Really no point in punting from here. I mean, you could try and work on your coffin corner a little bit, but at this point, I think he just wants to see what his
get some snaps in.
Second string, third string offense can do. As Colvin drops back to pass on this fourth down, he rolls to his right. He's going to keep it himself. He has a blocker out there. He's going to follow that blocker and pick up the first down. Good job by Mason Colvin. He needed 11, and he got, well, 18. So move the chains.
Yeah, nice job by Colvin with the keeper, and still looked like he wanted to pass, but made the right option and ran the ball for a nice gain.
So a 13-yard run by Mason Colvin moves the chains and keeps the offense on the field for the Ridgewood Generals. As Colvin takes the snap and fakes the handoff to his right, he's going to run right, and he's going to get plowed down at about the 11.
Colvin on the keeper.
About a yard shy of the first down, but he took a licking there.
He certainly did. He looked to hand the ball off, and his running back was not there, nowhere to be found, so made something out of nothing and got a nice gain on the play.
It kind of looked like a Statue of Liberty play without somebody to take the ball from him.
Absolutely. But yeah, you're right. He did take a hit on the play. He popped right back up.
So we'll give him 8. Brings up second down and 2 from the Marlington 12. We're at 7 minutes and winding on this fourth quarter clock. Pistol formation for Colvin. Colvin hands it off. Taking it up the middle and taking it down to the goal line is Cohen Booth. Booth from 12 yards out makes it a 50-7 ball game. Half a century has been reached by the Ridgewood Generals.
One way to put it, but yeah, absolutely nice run. And I tell you, we got seen 3 Ridgewood quarterbacks tonight, all 3 getting scores, and so it's for the Ridgewood program, definitely what you want to see, especially when your starting quarterback is a senior.
And also when you're a D5 school playing a D3 school,
always helps as well.
So in to try this kick will be Andy Troyer. Andy Troyer is going to line up for this kick. He puts it up, and Troyer's kick is perfect. And so, with 6:53 left in this ball game, the score, the Generals 51, the Dukes 7. You've heard it all, and you will continue hearing it all right here on WTNS.
Everyone at Reed Family Dental is proud to sponsor this high school sports broadcast. Our goal at Reed Family Dental is to create an environment where patients feel comfortable, know that their concerns are being heard, and trust they're receiving quality care. Our office is located at 229 South 4th Street in Coshocton. To schedule an appointment, please call us at 740-622-5695. Be sure to visit our website at rfdcoshocton.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We hope to see you soon.
Lemonade Properties is a locally owned company that invests in local real estate. We buy, sell, rent, and renovate properties across all of Coshocton County. We use local contractors, local businesses, and hire local people. If you have a property to sell, don't let an out-of-town investor buy it who isn't committed to our town, our communities, and our neighborhoods. Call us first at 740-502-1881. Check us out on Facebook for current and future projects. Let us take your lemon and make lemonade. Lemonade Properties, fresh creations for the modern home.
6:53 left in regulation. The score 51-7. It's been all Ridgewood all night long as Andy Troyer gets ready to kick it to Marlington, who has two men deep to receive this kick. It was a Cohen Booth 12-yard TD run that made the score 51-7. There's a muff on the kick, and it's still loose, and Ridgewood has it. What a special teams play there on the part of the Generals. Specifically, that recovering player, Aiden Sparger.
I tell you, nice play. And
pretty nice play for a freshman.
Absolutely. Definitely what you want to see if you're the Ridgewood program. And, kids all ages out there getting it done. And that's great field awareness and really, a nice hit and to get on top of the ball like that. Good job by the Generals.
So, 6:35 left here in the fourth quarter now, and Ridgewood is back on offense at the Marlington 29-yard line, and that clock will wind. 51-7 is the score. And did I hear we have a new quarterback in? We do.
It looks like
that quarterback is Grant Lammers.
All right. Freshman.
Lammers in the shotgun with twins to either side. Is going to keep it himself. He's going to evade a tackler, get up to the 20, get down to the 10 for a first down, and he's tackled at that spot. So Lammers gets into the ball game and makes an immediate impact.
11 yards.
Absolutely. Caleb Carr, I believe,
9 yards.
On the stop for the Dukes.
Second down and 1.
So they're not going to give him a first down. Boy, that looked like, for all intents and purposes, a first down. They're going to say 9 yards and not 10 like we had. So back it up. Second out and 1 from the 14 of Marlington. Pistol formation here for Lammers. He gets the snap. He hands it off. Taking it up the middle and then falling down is that running back. And that running back is Aiden Sparger.
Pick up a 3
Yep, calling some names we haven't called before.
So it is a first down, though. As the clock winds to 5 minutes. Again, we remind you our WTNS game of the week next week will be Coshocton Morgan.
Should be a good one as well.
Pistol formation here. Lammers hands it off. And taking it right, breaking a couple of tackles, getting down to the end zone. Scoring that touchdown is Charles Cruz.
Touchdown run by number 23, Charles Cruz.
The 5'8", 170-pound senior gets into the game, and he scores a touchdown.
And he looks pretty excited out there.
As he should be.
Enjoying himself on the sidelines. His teammates congratulating him.
Andy Troyer in to kick this PAT. The score 57-7. Troyer's kick is up, and it is good. 4:39 left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, no good. Okay, so the score remains 57-7. 4:39 left to play in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with the conclusion of this one right here at WTNS.
Coshocton Recycling, located at the intersection of County Road 1A and Bridge Street, has been family-owned and operated since 1985, making them the oldest scrapyard in Coshocton County, still in operation. Coshocton Recycling accepts all types of scrap metal, including vehicles. If you're looking to recycle your scrap metal the easy way with the best prices, stop by Coshocton Recycling. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:15, or give them a call at 740-622-6276.
If you own a farm, you know that a one-size-fits-all insurance policy isn't a smart way to do business. I'm John Iannello, your American National Insurance agent in Coshocton, Holmes, and surrounding counties. American National can provide you with a flexible farm package that allows you to customize a policy to match your individual needs. Call me at 740-295-9460, because while you know your business, we know how to help insure it.
Welcome back to Ridgewood High School. Getting set for the kickoff here.
And it is a kickoff, and it's going to be hitting and being taken at the 25-yard line before a lot of special teams players, a lot of gunners make their way down there and tackle that returner.
Looked like everybody but the kicker.
And that returner is number 49, Spencer McCarty.
When your family is ready to find a different home, call Matthew Kovic or Jody Meek at Century 21 Court Square Realty. They are located at 404 Main Street in Coshocton. That phone number for Century 21 Court Square Realty is 740-622-3731.
4:17 left to play in this ball game. 57-7 the score. The Generals lead the Dukes, to put it mildly. Ball at the Marlington 23. The Dukes take back over on offense. Their first team stays in the game. And that is Evanich dropping back to pass, throwing it long, has a man wide open. He's going to take it down to the 30, to the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and Marlington will score on that 77-yard bomb to Cooper Scarlett. So just like that, the Dukes respond.
They certainly did, and wide open to say the least. You know, I know Ridgewood has a huge lead right now, but yeah, those are kind of the mistakes that Coach Lesser does not like. Not very happy, not celebrating down there, and again, those mental mistakes or blown coverages, not things because in a big game, you give up something like that, and it could be very crucial. So, just not the kind of mistakes you want to make.
And if I'm Coach Lesser too, I am aware that I have my second, third team out there. It's a learning experience.
Absolutely.
So on to try this PAT is the kicker Caleb Carr. He's a left footer. We're just realizing that as he puts it up and through. So the Carr kick works, and that makes the score a little more respectable with 3:59 to play. The score, Ridgewood 57, Marlington 14. Back after this right here at WTNS.
Welcome back, high school football fans. There is nothing like the sights and sounds of Friday night football under the lights. Here at Extreme Rental Purchase, we are your hometown team with all the MVP products. You'll be jumping off sides to relax on our many Ashley Furniture sofa loves and bedroom sets. Catch your fantasy team picks on one of our 65 to 82-inch LG TVs. Try stopping a blitz to the fridge with our full line of Crossley and Frigidaire appliances. Our All-Star team is here to help without hesitating so you can score your extreme touchdown savings. Extreme Rental Purchase, Downtown Plaza, Coshocton, and Worcester. Extremely gratifying, extremely satisfying.
3:59 to play. The score, Ridgewood 57, Marlington 14. After a 77-yard touchdown pass, it worked from Evanich to Scarlett on the first play of that last possession. And so Carr will kick this ball off for the Dukes, and a couple of guys deep to receive it. Those guys are Xander Straub and Matt Humphrey, who's getting his name called for the first time tonight. Humphrey, a 5'9", 126-pound freshman. One of the deep men for Ridgewood. And I beg your pardon, it is not Carr kicking off. It actually will be David Hobeke. Hobeke, the sophomore.
Nice kick.
Had a lot of hang time under it for sure. And that's fielded and taken up to about the 30-yard line by that return man, And that return man for Ridgewood is Matt Humphrey, the freshman who we just referenced. So he gets into the ball game and he gets a little bit of action, and back come the Ridgewood Generals on offense.
Generals take over 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Well, right now the clock sits at 3:47. We'll wait for it to start winding, but it's a 43-point deficit, 57-14. And all Ridgewood all night long. It all started with a Tingle touchdown run, and from there it's just kind of snowballed for Marlington.
Certainly has, and one nice thing is letting the Ridgewood third string in here get some nice snaps and getting some good experience.
And that remains Lammers in at quarterback. Lammers keeps it, and he is going to try to get out of there, and he is going to get into some trouble there, and he's going to lose yardage. A couple of different Marlington defenders there to bring him down. And that'll go down as a loss of about 2. So the clock winds to 3:08, and it continues to wind here on this September evening in West Lafayette. Pistol formation for Lammers. Two receivers to either side. Gets the snap. It's low. He is able to get control of it, though, and hand it off. And getting the ball back to a little past the original line of scrimmage is that running back, who is number 34, Hart Newell, another freshman into the game.
Hart Newell on the carry for the Generals. Pick up a 4.
Yeah, your list of people with yards keeps growing.
Boy, we'll have to take a little bit of time after this one's over to get everybody into the stat sheet. 3rd down and 9 from the 30. Ridgewood on offense. Lammers communicates to Newell. Gets the snap, hands it to Newell. Newell off right tackle, gets it up to about the 35, and I apologize, that's not Newell, that was Gabe Lamnick. So another Lamnick in the game now. Another freshman as well.
And Carter DeFleur, the sophomore for the Dukes, on the tackle.
4th and 5.
And Coach Slusser is going to keep his offense in the game, and that will keep it consistent with what it's been all night long, Chris. There has not been a single Ridgewood punt.
I almost had to think about that for a minute, Jeremy. That's brings up a pretty good point. Very good offensively.
Now, I kind of tells the story of the game, really and truly. Pistol snap and good defense there to turn the ball over on downs for Ridgewood. On the carry was 35 Lamnick, Gabe Lamnick, and he lost yardage on that 4th down, so the ball will go over on downs to Marlington.
Yeah, and that was a big hit by number 26, Bailey Andrews, for the Dukes.
And he lost about 3 on that, so. Marlington takes back over. The clock stops because it is a change of possession at 1:14, so 74 seconds between now and one very happy locker room and one locker room that will try to regroup and get back together next week. Shotgun snap, and there's a pass to the left, and that's to nobody, and looks like Bryson McCord, a freshman, is into the game for Marlington. McCord, a 5'10", 175-pound freshman. Quarterback on offense. He's a linebacker on defense.
Yep, as we tick down under the final minute.
And a lot of candidates, this is the 3rd time I've said it, Chris, but a lot of candidates for that Warehouse Stekenstein player of the game.
Absolutely.
As there's the pass, and it is complete, so the freshman is able to complete a ball. That's got to feel good for him, and that completion is to Brady Keller, freshman to freshman. Keller, 5'10", 160.
26 seconds to go in the game.
Matt Belt, the freshman, on the tackle for the Generals.
Clock winds. Under 20 seconds. McCord lines up in the shotgun. He's got receivers split out to either side. He drops back to pass. He looks. He throws it deep for the end zone, and that's over the head of the intended receiver. Not a bad pass. He was looking for Brady Keller, but that will be the final play here at West Lafayette. I tell you, it was Ridgewood from the get-go, and it remained Ridgewood throughout, and you really got to tip your hat to Coach Slusser and that coaching staff as the final is 57-14. The Generals crush the Dukes. We'll be back to recap everything, all the stats, and the highlights too, right here on WTNS.
Coshocton Furniture has been proud to sponsor the fourth quarter. Furniture galore and so much more at Coshocton Furniture, 341 Main Street.
Keep your vehicle on the road with new tires or mechanical work from Shriver Tire Service. Shriver Tire offers new tires for passenger, truck, and farm vehicles, as well as light mechanical work. Custom wheels are now available, as well as financing. Shriver Tire is now an authorized dealer for Falcon Tires. For more information, stop by 2171 Otsego Avenue or give them a call at 622-6989.
This is Randy Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. We've been feeding champion show animals since 1983, bringing you the best in supplements for your horses and livestock to help them look and perform their best. Whether in a show ring, pulling a plow, your buggy, or just pets in the field, they can look and feel their best with DAC.
Find a dealer near you at feeddac.com or call the office at 800-921-9121 and talk to Trapper Troyer for details. And always remember to feed DAC.
If you're a business or do-it-yourselfer looking for the best possible siding for your home or office, then stop by MRV Siding Supply. They offer the #1 rated panel on the market, Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia. Cedar Max provides outstanding performance inside and out with impact resistance, impervious to moisture, flame retardant, and noise reduction, giving you peace of mind. For Cedar Max Super Polymer Insulated Siding by Provia, call MRV Siding Supply at 800-524-7436. Visit them on the web at mrvsiding.com.
This is Chad from the Power Shop. When you buy a mower, blower, trimmer, or chainsaw, think about service. Here at the Power Shop, we are an authorized full servicing dealer for our Husqvarna power equipment. We will be here for many years with genuine Husqvarna parts and warranty service too. So when you are looking for power equipment, look at Husqvarna from the Power Shop, County Road 9 between West Lafayette and Newcomerstown, or give us a call at 740-545-9011.
See the Power Shop for Mantis tillers and Honda power equipment too.
Life is full of uncertainties. What happens to your assets after you pass away shouldn't be one of them. At Raymond James Financial Services, we offer a transfer on death agreement that allows your estate to be held in a brokerage account, so it avoids the probate process and goes directly to your heirs. To find out how to make things easier for your loved ones, call financial advisor Shane Pyle at 622-3110, located in Coshocton. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Hi, this is Lenny Fowler. If your barber has reduced hours or is no longer in business, I'd like to invite you to Lenny's Barbershop, where we specialize in traditional barbershop services, like men and boys haircuts in the latest styles, hot lather shaves, and straight razors around the neck, and a clean, modern, and family-friendly atmosphere. Appointments are recommended, but walk-ins are also welcome. Young or old friends or new, all are welcome at Lenny's Barbershop, located on South 2nd Street behind the bowling alley. Call us at 740-622-4947.
You're
invited
Dunkin'
to
Donuts
the grand
in
opening
Coshocton
of Dunkin'
for a
Donuts
refreshing
on
iced
Wednesday,
coffee,
August
iced tea,
25th.
or
Stop by
Dunkin'
the Coshocton
Refresher.
Dunkin'
Pair
Donuts
it with
from
a freshly
8 a.m.
made
to
donut,
3 p.m.
bagel,
for
or
99
muffin.
cents. Any
Dunkin'
size
Donuts
iced
also has a
coffee
large
or iced
menu
tea.
full of
When you
breakfast
stop by,
sandwiches,
sign up
wraps,
to win
and
one of
snacks.
three $100
Check out these
gift
new
cards
items
at
at
Dunkin'
Dunkin'
Donuts.
Don't
Pumpkin
miss all the
cream
fun
cold brew
and stop by Dunkin'
and the apple
Donuts
cider
for their
donuts.
grand opening
Stop by your
on
local
Wednesday,
Dunkin'
the
Donuts
25th,
in Coshocton
and take advantage
at
of 99
233
cent
South
iced
2nd
coffees
Street
and
open
iced
daily
teas
from
from
5
8
a.m.
to
to
8
8
enter a
p.m.
chance.
The world record for longest marriage is 86 years, 290 days.
Wow, that's some serious couple goals.
You're not kidding, Cole. At Dean's Jewelry, we're celebrating couples with our Dean's Dream Duo contest.
If you purchased your engagement or wedding ring at Dean's, no matter when, share your wedding or engagement photo with hashtag Dean's Dream Duo for your chance to win a $100 gift card and diamond stud earrings.
Follow us on Facebook for all the details.
The post-game report is brought to you by the Warehouse Steak & Stein and PR9's Lot 27. Meet your friends after the game at the Warehouse Steak & Stein in historic Roscoe Village.
At Ridgewood, Jeremy Scott alongside Chris Wallace, 57-14, our final score here tonight, Chris, and it was all Ridgewood all night long. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to get to some of these stats here in just a moment. However, tonight's game highlights are brought to you by Extreme Rental Purchase, extremely gratifying and remarkably satisfying. Well, things got started with a Gabe Tingle 2-yard touchdown run. However, it was a couple of catches by Mr. Millender for Ridgewood, by Mr. Keegan Millender, that really kind of got the spark going after that first touchdown by Tingle. First, this 19-yard catch and run. Communicates the play. Gets the snap. Drops back. He's being rushed. He throws it. That's a middle screen. Taking it up and taking it down to the 5 and getting it into the end zone is Keegan Millender from 19 yards out. Tingle to Millender. It's 14-0. Ridgewood on top. And that would be followed up by a Colin Smith 2-point conversion on the ground, and that made it 16-0. And then the next time Ridgewood got the ball, it was once again that sweet Millender speed. Knocking on the door for more. Tingle drops back to pass. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to throw it. He's got a man down there. Touchdown! Touchdown, Ridgewood! Keegan Millender from 40 yards out! And a Zach Starkey PAT would make the score 23-0. Just to recap the rest of the scoring for Ridgewood after that, it would be a Colin Smith 3-yard run, followed by a Starkey PAT that made it 30-0. And then it was Cahill, 2 yards on the ground, and a Starkey PAT that made it 37-0. And another Cahill 6-yard run with a Starkey PAT, 44-0 going into the half. And then in the second half for Ridgewood, Cohen Booth put it in from 12 yards out on the ground, followed by a Troyer PAT. That made the score 51-14 at the time. 51-7 at the time. And then it was Cruz from 11 yards out on the ground. The Troyer PAT failed, and that is how Ridgewood achieved its 57 points. Hey, the Extreme game highlights have been brought to you by Extreme Rental Purchase. For Ashley, Whirlpool, Dell, LG, and more, visit Extreme Rental Purchase located in the Downtowner Plaza. And Chris Wallace, I've got some offensive stats here for Ridgewood. Shall we do that?
Absolutely.
Shall we talk about those? All right. Well, first of all, those two big catches that we played for you by Keegan Millender gave him quite a few yards receiving. He ends up on the night with 70, followed by Alex Straub in 51, Schrock in 26. Xander Straub had 7 of his own. Now on the ground, it was Gabe Tingle with 36. Josiah Cahill ended up with 36 of his own, so the first two quarterbacks had 36 yards on the ground. You had Lamneck with 24, Alex Straub with 23, Smith with 6, Millender with 4, Booth with 41 and a touchdown, Troyer with 1, and Colvin with 23. Ridgewood ends up with 20 penalty yards on the night. And before we get too far into this, we should probably mention the fact that Keegan Millender, after those two catches that we played for you that really got the spark going for Ridgewood, is tonight's Warehouse Steak & Stein Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game, Millender, will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and an order of their legendary onion rings, courtesy of the Warehouse Steak & Stein. Now, on the part of the Marlington Dukes, they did not go out being shut out. So I got to give the Dukes some credit for the fight that they showed there in the second half, Chris. First of all, their offense looked like this. On the ground, Tortola ended up with 21. Evanich, the quarterback, with 13, and Caden McFarland had 1 yard on the ground. However, that 1 yard ended up in the end zone. And then for Marlington, in terms of receiving yards, you got to talk about Cooper Scarlett. He had 100 yards receiving in that second half alone, ends up with 168 to lead all receivers on either side. You had Sims with 20, Himmelheber ended up with 16, Dillon 11, Tortola 5, and Keller 5. And they end the game with those 70 penalty yards that we talked about at the half. All right, Chris Wallace, what do you have on your side?
Got some defensive numbers for you as well. For the Generals, leading the way with 5 tackles, Xavier Lamnick. And with 4 tackles, we have Alex Stroup. And Keegan Millender, 3 tackles, our player of the game. And with 2 tackles apiece, Caden Bradford, Colin Smith, AJ Incarnato, Cohen Booth, Xander Stroup, Colby Mislowski. And with 1 tackle apiece, Jonas Paw, Josiah Cahill, Chase Booth, Quincy Haynes, and Blake Wells. Leading the way for Marlington Dukes with 4 tackles was Danny Grimes. With 3 tackles apiece, Bo Himmelberger and Tyler Knox. With 2 tackles apiece, Sam Dine and Tim Mail. With 1 tackle apiece, Krayshawn Hicks, Caden McFarland, Bailey Andrews, Carter DeFleur, Tyler Fincher, Kobe Vance, Dominic Dunson, Daniel Dagger, and Wyatt Dillon. Third down conversions, Ridgewood 2 for 4 and Marlington 2 for 10.
Wow, I'll tell you what, that tells the whole stat right there, and something that we mentioned on the air too, Chris, the fact that there was not a single punt by Ridgewood tonight.
Yeah, it didn't even hit me until you said that there late in the fourth quarter, and that just kind of speaks volumes for, really just tells the tale of the game.
So we'll go ahead and we'll send it back to Trevor at Studio Central. I do believe he's got a couple more spots to play for us, and then we'll be back here to put the final touches on this blowout. It was Ridgewood 57, Marlington 14. Back after a moment right here on WTNS.
Life is full of uncertainties. What happens to your assets after you pass away shouldn't be one of them. At Raymond James Financial Services, we offer a transfer on death agreement that allows your estate to be held in a brokerage account, so it avoids the probate process and goes directly to your heirs. To find out how to make things easier for your loved ones, call financial advisor Shane Pyle at 622-3110, located in Coshocton. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
Well, thank you very much, Trevor. We do want to thank our video crew for tonight's game. We had Andrew Wallace on the sideline camera, Bryce Lonsinger on the camera up here, Judd Bone running the computer, and Matt Hartley switching cameras and keeping everything in scope tonight. So thank you to our camera crew. Appreciate that for our video feed.
And I got to say thank you to you, Chris Wallace, for calling on me after Mr. Corey's had to be sidelined for tonight. I appreciate the call up to the big league, so to speak. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you have too.
I certainly have. And yeah, your first call on WTNS airwaves and across the Facebook and YouTube channels as well. So appreciated having you in the driver's seat tonight, Jeremy.
So after tonight, where do things go? You might be asking. Well, Ridgewood next week stays right here. They will play Strasburg, and that will be quite the matchup. Strasburg at Ridgewood, that will be an intense game. In terms of Marlington, hey, they're 1-2 on the season, and they will go next to West Branch, and that will not be an easy matchup for them. West Branch 2-0 heading into tonight, and so it doesn't get any easier for the Marlington Dukes. But I have to think that there are some lessons to be learned from this game for the Dukes, and if you are Coach Gulling over there on that Duke sideline, hey, you know what? There are things that you're going to see, and there are things that you're going to take to the team this week, and you're going to regroup, and who knows what might happen against West Branch. It's a brand new season starting next week.
Absolutely, and some things to go to the drawing board with, and kind of fix some things, and as you mentioned, start fresh next week. So yeah, definitely a good game played here tonight by Ridgewood.
So before we do wrap things up, in addition to thanking our great video crew, we have to thank Mr. Trevor Griffith back at Studio Central again. He's the one who's been turning those knobs, if you want to use an old radio term. I don't think we turn knobs anymore. But pushing those buttons and always having that bleep button ready to go, especially whenever Chris Wallace is talking. Chris, I appreciate so much you calling me up here and doing this. Maybe we'll get to do it again before the season is all said and done. But once again, from West Lafayette, Ridgewood High School, the scene of tonight's big win for the Ridgewood Generals, 57-14 over the Marlington Dukes. For Chris Wallace, I'm Jeremy Scott. We'll return you to regular programming right here on WTNS.
The post-game report was brought to you by the Warehouse Steakenstein and PR Nice Lot 27. Be sure to try their famous Warehouse Cheeseburger and their legendary onion rings at the Warehouse Restaurant in historic Roscoe Village. Thank you for joining us for this WTNS sports broadcast. Audio CDs of this broadcast are available by calling WTNS Radio at 740-622-1560. WTNS Coshocton. We are the sports voice of East Central Ohio.